So, hey everyone, welcome back to the next episode of The Song of the Wilds. I said cheer, damn it! And there was much rejoicing. Yay.
But I remembered that was a couple weeks ago.
Alright, so for those of you who are just watching us right now, The Song of the Wilds is my original homebrew D&D campaign, which we play with 5e rules, though we are very flexible and we will sometimes bend the rules for the sake of creativity and hilarity. And I once again would like to personally thank each and every one of my players for taking the time to give a chance to an idiot like me. First off, before we get diving into the campaign, does anyone have any announcements? Actually, guys, you go ahead and make your announcements. I just realized I need to get my water, so I'm going to step away for a moment. I will be right back. Continue the announcements amongst yourselves if you have any.
Sure, you go first.
I was just going to say
Okay, go for it.
that, so the group knows, however, no one in the lovely, my brain, no one watching us knows this, but I am going to be the example for my two twins, and I'm wearing something underneath this, and I'll show you guys.
Oh, it's so good! That's
Yay! Y'all in the
So,
chat better be cheering.
And pretty much the idea came from because I'm a supernatural nerd, just like my partner.
Nerd.
And it came from the original character that I made, who is part of that universe. So they're good and bad. So let's just say that. And it represents the twins very well.
I'm excited. That's awesome. It looks so good. It looks so good.
I love it so much. It hurt like a bitch, but it's worth it.
You mean it looked like it did?
I'm sorry, like, angel wing tattoos are probably my favorite. Like, if I had pain tolerance high enough, I would probably get that.
Well, all I can say is, once you get the first one, they're addicting, as Jordan also knows.
Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Me just showing
Karen
up.
showed everybody a tattoo.
Ooh, yes! I saw pictures of it. That looks
It
so...
hurts.
Oh.
But it's fine. I'm loving it so much. So now I don't have to be flying in circles now.
Aw. Does anyone have any other announcements? Yes, Carly.
All right, so I finally got my stickers from Redbubble for the campaign. Got the owlbear cub.
Look at him!
I haven't had any time to redo them.
He's so cute.
And then got, well, not a 26.
I mean, it's no 26.
It's no 26. Aaron Sterling the 5th. And Izzy, you want to tell them where you can buy those?
If you go to izzycosplay.redbubble, it'll bring you to my Redbubble shop, which I have started the campaign of the Song of the Wilds, which means 100% of the proceeds is going to charity. Everything's in the description of all the stickers if you have any questions. And yeah, we have buttons, stickers, notebooks, and other things I can't remember.
Hey,
But
Izzy, would it be possible for you to post that link in the Twitch chat?
Yeah,
And holy crap, we got like 2 new followers. We have RitClan 8836 and Dana Rose 18.
Thanks, Dana.
Thanks, Dana Rose 18. We love you.
Thank you so much.
And if you guys like stickers, if you get all 4 stickers, you get 25% off. That's the end of my announcement.
Would it be possible for us to post that link in the chat?
Yes, I'm going to it.
All right, not a problem.
That's all I got.
I don't really have any announcements myself, other than I've been looking forward to this like all week.
Yeah.
Because it's like the 2 other campaigns that Carly and I are part of did not happen this week. So we're kind of on a deficiency happening right now.
I know, that's how Jordan and I are usually, like, Pathfinder is one of those very rare cases.
Hey, yo, I need those D20s!
We need the fix. Especially me.
Jesse, we have to roll the dice. I am the one who rolls.
Izzy, make that into a sticker. I am the one who rolls.
For some reason, Izzy, if you tried to post the link, it only came out as 3 little asterisks.
Yeah, this happened last week, dude.
I thought it would be different. Okay, Izzy, post the link in the Discord, and I'll see if I can post it.
I thought it would be different this time.
So I was just about to say.
Evan, you know what the definition of insanity is, right?
Yeah. Switch to non-mod settings. That is so very strange.
And how about now?
I mean, this is sort of an announcement, and Evan kind of already knows this, but me and a friend are working on a anime parody that we've had for a long time, and like we're starting it up again, so that's pretty fun. So
yeah, it's been a while since I've actually done any voice acting, possibly, so that's definitely going to be a fun experience. Anywho, the link is posted in the chat.
Gangsta.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I turned my ring light on because I didn't like how it was.
Side note, can anyone else see my my screen or no?
We can see you, and with the where you're sitting currently, it looks like you have an idea.
I have to sit up tall then. Jordan, you're the one that can't see me.
I can't see you either.
Wait, are you guys in are you in the basement and he's in the bedroom right now?
No,
Like, what's going on?
I'm at my dad's.
Oh, okay.
I thought your setting looked different.
I thought you were in the same house. Like, dudes, what are you doing? You live together. Why are you doing this in separate rooms?
I don't think they do live together. Do you guys live together?
Not yet.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, I didn't think so.
Not yet.
Sorry, I apologize for assuming.
That's fine.
Wow,
I mean,
did you just assume?
it happens.
Don't go Tumblr on me.
People do live together. Like, every time that I tell somebody in, like, the cosplay community that we don't live together, they're, like, shocked. They're like, what? That
Yeah.
you guys live? And I'm like, no, never.
Say what,
It's one
girl?
Living together means more money.
In any case, are there any more announcements?
I'd like to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch.
Say that again? Dude, you're coming in pretty quiet.
Nice meme.
I'd like to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker.
He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. And he said his dick was this big.
Attention all eggheads and crackheads. I'm a crackhead.
Sometimes I wish I could be more than just an accessory to these women, but unfortunately, as a gamer, I don't get respect.
Yes.
Well, I'm not a gamer, so maybe they'll respect me.
That just makes you a beta cuck.
So anyway, where are we dropping, boys?
For Davina. And then you like went and you ad-libbed the entire thing.
Oh yeah, I ad-libbed the entire Mephiles monologue, taking into account that you're an Aasimar. In any case, yeah, guys, watch Snapcube on YouTube. The fan dubs of the Sonic games are the most hilarious thing ever. Anywho,
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Any other announcements?
You unironically cosplay as Elise. I'm just throwing that out there.
You would make a great Elise.
You would.
Like, genuine. Like, it's time for her to come back and then actually do something cool with her.
One!
One!
Oh man, depending on when we end this, I might start watching that before I have to force myself to bed. Oh, and DerpDog96 is here. Thanks for joining, dude! All right.
We should have Sonic Q be in the background of this. No.
No.
What do you call that?
I know what you're thinking, and no.
Thumbnail.
Anywho, are there any other announcements?
No, I don't think so.
Alrighty.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's. Oh yeah, today's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that don't.
Anyone is going to.
The entire party are mothers and fathers to the orb.
If you don't have a father,
He's my
you're
son.
happy.
Test,
my
test,
son, we don't
test,
know yet.
test, test, test. Wow, I'm coming in very. There we
No,
go.
we don't know if they're a boy or a girl yet, so they're my son or my daughter.
Very true. That is very true. All right. So with that said, let us begin. Where we last left off our heroes, they had finally completed a dangerous mission. Protecting a very aloof baron in the city of Lunas. They were given their rewards. Quite a lot of them got a lot of gold, and also a brand new bag of holding, so they can carry, quite literally, all the things. They returned to Acheron, where they went to get their next mission. However, before they went to do that, they finally decided to take a massive risk and reveal the presence of the orb to the High Commander of the Greyblades, Volthric. It was a very risky maneuver, but it turns out that by giving the orb back to the party, Volthric was able to show that he is indeed trustworthy. However, with this new development, he then instantly decided that this group of hunter warriors must now directly report to him. No more middleman between the two. So, they were then given their next mission. Seek out more ancient ruins scattered across the land, hoping to find more clues as to what is going on with this world, what is the deal with this pantheon of gods that seems to be after them, and hopefully discover some more clues about this orb. However, upon getting their newest mission, upon finding out that there is indeed a spot of ruins in the grasslands of Haddarax, they took their airship across the mountains to those plains, where they are suddenly beset by 3 wyverns. And that is where we leave off right now. Now, if you'll excuse me to get my battle music ready.
Oh yeah.
So,
All right.
DerpDog96 is now following us. Thank you a lot, dude. We are getting a lot of followers this stream. Thanks a lot, all of you. Anywho,
You're finally becoming an e-girl, Evan.
sign up for my OnlyFans.
If you have $5 to spend.
Don't tease me like that,
No.
So
Okay.
then, where we last left off, 3 wyverns have...
Reserved for me. No, I'm kidding.
So, anywho, as I said, where we last left off, the airship has suddenly been attacked by 3 rabid wyverns, and you can tell that whatever has affected all of the other monsters that you've seen has affected these creatures as well. I would like you all to roll initiative.
Ah, shit.
How did I know?
I got a 19.
Holy shit!
Oh shit, I got a 20! It's not natural! But I got a 20!
Alright, how much do I add to my initiative?
Oh yeah.
Your
that's
dexterity
fine.
modifier.
Really? That's what I do?
Yeah, it should say
Uh-huh.
it should say in your sheet.
Okay, alright. I didn't realize that.
I got 13.
17.
Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta write down the initiative for the 3 wyverns.
47, 92, 85, B.
Dude, stop it! Ah!
Izzy Z9. So it looks like the 2 people that go first seem to be Davida and Eden.
Got a 13. As usual.
But I got a 21.
You got the 21. Damn. Okay.
Well,
Bird goes first.
You thought.
considering he's one of the 2 members of the party that can fly, it makes sense that it would be the best against the wyverns.
He's the only one
Okay,
that-
guys, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna list off a range of numbers, and only those who have their initiative in this number range, speak up and let me know. We're basically doing what they do in Critical Role. Okay, so who has initiative between 25 and 20? Yip, what do you have?
21.
Carly, what do you have?
20.
Okay, 20 to 15. Kira, what do you have?
19.
19. Anyone else?
Sorry, I think... What was the numbers? Sorry.
20 to 15.
This is 20 to 15. Who has a number between 20 and 15?
Okay, that includes me. I have 17.
You have 17. Okay,
Yeah.
so Polo, 17. 15 to 10. Mistral, what do you have?
13.
All right. Anyone else?
Atarax.
Atarax, what do you have?
I too a 13.
You also have a 13. Okay.
Lucky 13.
All right. That was 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
That's all.
That's all? Alrighty.
Yeah.
So right now, you guys are all on the deck of the ship, and you got 3 wyverns facing you right now. The first one to go is Yip. What do you do? Right now, you guys are just kind of huddled and are just kind of lined up horizontally side by side, and the 3 wyverns are facing you, also standing side by side. So it's a classic Final Fantasy setup here.
So I'm going to take my spear.
Yip, I do apologize, but if it was possible for you to scooch closer to your microphone, we can barely hear you right now.
Got it.
Thank you.
Yip takes the spear and he goes for the one on the far right.
Goes for the one on the far right. All right, so that would be... All right, roll to attack.
All right. That would be a dirty 20.
I'm sorry?
20.
Oh.
Not natural.
A dirty 20. Not a natural 20.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Yeah, that definitely does hit, so roll damage.
All right.
When somebody has fake tits, it's not natural, but they're still good enough.
That is 9.
9 damage. All right. You're able to clip that spear right into the leg of one of the wyverns, and it screams out in pain. And as you pull the spear back, the tip of your spear is just drenched in the black tar that they have for blood now. All right. Next up is
Hold on, wait. I still have more.
Oh, you still have more. Sorry.
Because he has another attack.
I'm going to do my extra attack. That is an 18.
Yeah, that just barely hits.
All right. And that is 12 damage. And
With
then
the
I'm
spear
gonna spend
again?
a key point to do flurry of blows.
Oh.
So I'm gonna punch him. That is a 24 and a 10.
So that's 34 damage. All right.
No. Those were 2 hits.
Oh, that is 2 hit? Yeah, I think you hit.
Well, 24 and a 10 to hit.
Yeah,
Those are
you
2
hit.
straight attacks. Okay, both of them?
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misunderstood you. Okay, the first one hits. The second one does not.
Got it. And that is 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. So yeah, just like you pull the spear back, and then using the momentum as you pull the spear back, you just kind of flap your wings once, and then you just sock this knot dragon just right in the face. And like a little tooth just kind of pops out, just dink. All right, next up is Davina.
I'm gonna throw one of my javelins at it.
You're gonna throw one of your javelins. All right, roll to attack.
Okay. I got a 9.
Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. You throw the javelin, and that wyvern, like, it honestly doesn't matter where you were aiming, but whatever wyvern you were aiming at, it just kind of like quickly just kind of ducks under it, and your javelin goes flying off the ship.
And then I have a second attack now that I'm a level 6.
Yes, you guys are all level 6 right now, so you got a lot of shiny new stuff.
I'm gonna try again.
Oh, okay.
This time I got a 18.
Yeah, that one it does hit.
Perfect. So then it's a 1d6. I can never remember which one that is.
It's
one.
Normal die.
It's the normal die. It's the
so
dice with
I got,
6.
Oh,
No, keep going.
got 7 hit points.
All right.
I got 7
which
damage.
wyvern were you aiming at?
Oh shit, I'm sorry. The one in the middle.
Okay, so the one in the middle. So that is going to be how much damage again?
7.
7? Okay. Alrighty. Next up is Eden. What are you doing?
Would I have enough like reactions seeing these wyverns to pull both the longsword and the rapier out? Or no?
I'll let you spend your bonus action to pull both of them out at the same time. So all you have left is just your normal action and your movement. You are going to have. I'm sorry?
I have 2 attacks per action, so.
Nice, because you are a fighter. Okay.
I am.
Now, just to let you know, you are going to have to spend a movement to actually get up close to these wyverns. They're not in melee range right now. The only reason why Yip and Davina were able to do it is because throwing stuff.
Yeah. No, I'll move up to, like, the one that's not being attacked.
Okay, so the one that has yet to be attacked. All right, roll to attack.
I believe a 14.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. So you swing sword with one hand, but it is able to, like, quickly just kind of backstep for a moment.
Alright, so that would be, let's say that's the rapier, one more. 22 to hit.
That hits.
So it's a 1d8 plus 2. 3 damage.
All right, you're able to slash your rapier, and it causes a nice deep gash in the cheek of this creature, and you can see, like, black tar just kind of come out of the cut, and it's on your sword as well. But it doesn't really seem to truly injure the creature. All it does was just kind of piss it off right now. All right.
Well, shit.
Yeah, and right now, next up is Polo. What are you doing?
Well, since I got to level 6, it might be a good time for me to try my new attack, Firebolt.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Roll. Could you tell us how Firebolt works?
That's a good question.
Because I don't have
Draw
your
2
character
cards.
sheet handy right now.
Okay. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure I understand what any of this means.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look up.
You
with
hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage.
Okay, so for this, you do still need to roll to attack. The spell's just not automatically going to hit, so you still have to see if it works or not. But if it does connect, it can take up a maximum of 10 damage.
Okay.
So yeah, roll to attack.
Okay, with the d20, right?
Yes, it's always going to be the d20.
Okay. 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, you throw it, but considering that you've never actually used this, what?
Okay, no, I was gonna say, are you proficient in it? Because then you add your proficiency bonus.
It still wouldn't have worked.
Okay.
So yeah,
it was a bit of fun to premiere my new attack, wasn't it?
So yeah, you really are excited to test out your new Firebolt spell, but you were completely unprepared for exactly the feeling of energy and heat in your hand. So it's like, Firebolt? Ah, damn it! Ah, shit! Ah! And the spell just kind of drops onto the deck of the ship, and it just kind of like...
What the fuck kind of tiefling am I?
Well, aren't you blue?
Yeah.
You're trying your best.
That's racist, Evan.
Wow. Can't wait for this to come up when you get famous.
All right, so that was your attack. You still have your movement and your bonus action. Are you going to do anything?
Might as well, since I didn't do anything for that. What? 2-weapon fighting? Is that what should I do? My bonus action?
You can definitely try to attack them, but it's just going to be a pure roll. No modifier is going to be added.
Okay, so just...
So you are gonna have to get close to them. So I would say, like, are you gonna use your movement to get to melee range?
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, you move up to them, and you want to use your bonus action to try and attack them with your other hand.
Actually, wait, can I reset real quick?
I'll allow it this time. What's up?
Well, I just realized I could just use my crossbow instead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that totally works. Okay, so yeah, we'll, for just this once, we'll say that you did not move it, so I'll let you have your movement action back. So, yeah, you get your crossbow, and you're gonna try and fire?
Yeah, sure.
All right, roll to attack. Again, because this is your bonus action, no modifier. It's gonna be a pure roll.
15.
Unfortunately, that just barely doesn't make it. But considering you're so close, I'll tell you guys this: the AC to attack these guys is 16.
Ah!
Figure.
Yeah, you were that close. So, like, your arrow almost just makes it. You just kind of nicked a spike on its back. Not enough to actually hurt it, but it doesn't really do much. All right. So next up is the wyvern on the far right, the one that Polo was attacking, and it's actually going to attack Polo this time, and it's going to use a multi-attack. Yeah, it's pissed off. You socked it in the face, it's missing a tooth, and you gashed open its leg.
Yip? You said Polo.
I meant Yip, sorry. Yeah, the one that's attacking is the one that Yip attacked right now. So it's going to use a multi-attack. It's going to hit you. It's going to try and attack you twice. First with its jaws. Does a 17 hit?
That hits. Yes.
All right. So it's able to, like, quickly bite, and it just gets you in the arm. Then it does. And you take. You are going to take 10 piercing damage.
Yeesh.
However, it's not done, because while it's now have you in its range, you then see rising up behind it what looks like a scorpion tail. And it's actually going to try and sting you now.
Alright.
Does a 26 hit?
Like, no, unfortunately, yes, but still.
Okay, so that stinger, like, you did not see it coming because that stinger was just kind of hiding behind it. But the moment you notice it, it's like, tsh, right into, like, just above your hip. So you are going to take... You now take 13 piercing damage, and now, Yip, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't like that.
Nope, don't like that.
15.
You just make it. If you were just 1 point below, you would have been poisoned, and you would have taken an additional 24 damage.
By the way, there are 3 of these wyverns.
Yeah, we need to kill them fast.
Everybody ready for this to be the whole episode?
Am I next? I'm ready.
Let's see. After that wyvern is Mistral. What are you gonna do?
I would like to blind all 3 of them.
Oh, okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, let me just read it again real quick so I know what I'm doing. So basically, all 3 of them need to make a Constitution saving throw, and the Constitution is 15.
Okay, the Constitution is 15. All right. And how exactly are you blinding them? Are you directly, like, blinding their eyes? Are you creating, like, mist and fog around them? Like, what is this gonna look like?
I am able to connect with their brains and turn off the sensors that use their eyeballs.
Jeez!
Fucking awesome.
That's terrifying.
You shove your weed down their mouth like you did.
I shove their weed down their mouth and it makes them blind.
Take it all, you filthy whore!
What a waste of good weed.
Yeah. What's the DC for this again?
What?
What's the DC that the wyverns have to beat?
Oh, 15.
15. And it was, what was it? Constitution?
Yes, Constitution.
Okay, so for the first one fails. The second one, that's the exact same roll. The second one fails.
Yeah.
The third one,
3P.
the third one fails. It's not the exact same roll, but all three of them
I
are now.
blinded them.
But all three of them are now blinded.
You use pocket sand on them. Go bleh.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Okay, let me look at this. Choose
That's
one creature
awesome.
that you can see within range to make a Constitution saving throw to cast blindness. Let's see. Let me look at conditions here. Blinded. A blind creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Hell yeah.
It's your time, dragon.
And let's see. Okay, so this blindness is only going to last a single turn of theirs. So they're going to have their turn. During that turn, they're blind. But then once their turn ends, the blindness fades.
Okay.
Okay, so Mistral, you've used your blindness spell on them. So that was your action. You still have your movement and your bonus action. Are you going to do anything else?
I am going to step somewhere behind something that's nearby me and get ready to pull out my bow.
Okay, so you are going to be stepping behind. Really, the only obstacles on the deck of the ship are possibly like a few boxes stacked on top of each other and some mounted harpoon guns. So you're going to be taking cover?
Yes, taking cover and pulling out my bow.
Okay, so it's going to be your bonus action to ready your bow, but you can't fire it.
Yep.
All right, next up is Atarax. What are you going to do?
Right, first and foremost, are all the team members within like 30 feet of me?
Yes.
A radius. I will cast Beacon of Hope.
And what does
that is a
that
spell. Choose any number of creatures within range for the duration. Each target has advantage on Wisdom saving throws. Regains maximum number of hit points from any healing.
Sweet.
If I roll like 3d6, it's just 3d6 maxed out.
Damn.
So it doesn't heal anything, but should someone be healed, they're going to get more.
That's whatever the maximum number that item heals or spell heals.
Gotcha.
That is a concentration spell, by the way, for 1 minute.
Okay. So because it's a concentration, you're not going to be able to cast any other spells until it's done.
Yes.
Okay. Just so we're all on the same page here. All right. So is that all you're going to be doing?
Then as my bonus action, I'm going to draw my sword and shield. And moving towards Polo a bit, help him out with what he, because he's getting his butt kicked a bit.
Thanks.
Okay, awesome. That's it?
That'll end my turn.
Okay, next up is Wyvern number 2, the one that Polo was attacking. And right now the Wyvern's just kind of... Yes, Carly?
I'm sorry, I just had a thought. What about Arios?
I already rolled Arios's initiative. He's the second to the last one.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
I got Arios. No worries.
Got it.
That
All
was
right,
my fault. I
so-
couldn't make sure that it was...
Okay, so Polo, you are going to be attacked by Wyvern number 2. It can smell you and it can hear your movement, but it can't see you right now, so it's going to get disadvantage on its attack. Yeah, it is not able to connect. It bites you and you don't even have to move. It just kind of bites you like 3 feet to the left. However, it's going to try and move around, but in doing so, it bumps into the other wyvern, kind of shifting its position as well. And now they're both actually, like, snarling at each other because they think, like, they're, like, each of the other one is the enemy. Alright, however, that wyvern that just attacked, its blindness has now worn off. Next up is... Oh, actually, next up is Arios. Okay, so Arios is going to be who I'm playing. So Arios is going to...
Only was in suspense.
It's just taking me a moment to look at Arios' abilities and such. Alright, Arios is going to... Alright, so first off, Arios is now going to use his bonus action, where just with a smile in his lips, he then whips out his flute, and then he just plays some tasty riffs on it. He officially uses Bardic Inspiration, so now I need all of you to roll 1d6. And whatever number comes up, that will be a bonus to be added to your attack, your checks, your saves, or anything.
Is this a d6?
No, that's a d8. The d6 looks like a normal die.
Oh, duh.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. Oh, no. Yeah, you all roll 1d6.
I think I have to do it. I don't think I have one with me right now. So.
Well, you do it when you, like, if for your attack, you roll it with your attack kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you get a 10 plus whatever that d6 is. If I'm doing that right.
As a bonus action, a creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you gains an inspiration die. Oh, wait. I apologize. Totally my bad. It doesn't work on all of you. Arios has to actually select someone. So, Arios is actually going to use his inspiration for Yip. Since Yip is the most damaged right now, he's going to need the help. But thank God he's not poisoned. So Arios is just going to basically prance around you playing some Ron Burgundy jazz flute.
Like that.
All right, so Yip, roll 1d6.
All right. That's a 6, baby.
Nice. All right, Yip, for your next attack roll, you get to add your attack roll, your modifier, and 6 to it as well. Alright, so that happens. Then after that, Arios is then going to rush over to the... Oh, he already used his movement action. Okay, so unfortunately he's going to have to attack the wyvern that has not been damaged, and he is going to use, one dagger. All right. So the first dagger hits, and all right. So that's 4 damage right there. He's able to like just stab and then pull his arm away before any of the blood gets on him, and then he's going to use his other dagger in his other hand. That one unfortunately doesn't hit. He just swings a little too low, and the thing pulled its neck right out of the way just in time. All right, next up is that wyvern that just now Arios tried to attack. Feeling the pain in its neck from that first dagger hit, it's going to try and attack Arios, but it's still blinded, so it has disadvantage. That's horrible. Yeah, the wyvern fails.
Hey!
All right, so we are now back at the top of the round. So, Yip, it is back to your turn.
All right. I'm going to do basically the exact same thing. So I'm going to do 2 spear attack, using my main attack and my extra attack. Where's another?
Now, actually, I'm going to slightly retcon something here, because the creature that you're attacking, is still... Well, actually, no, we don't need to retcon this because we weren't able to get to this wyvern's turn. So this wyvern is still blinded. So you have advantage on your attack, as well as Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. So, this one, advantage. I'm rolling these two. That is a 13, 20, 26!
We have a lucky 26. All right, so yeah, that definitely does hit. So roll damage. How are you attacking him right now? With your spear, with your fists?
Spear. This is a spear attack, definitely.
All right, you thrust your spear, and it's going for the other leg this time. Roll damage.
All right. That is 6 damage.
Nice.
And then my second attack, that is 17.
Yeah, that hits. Oh, did you add your inspiration, your bard inspiration?
That only works for one.
It only ends when your turn ends. You still have that inspiration.
Okay. Then that's 23.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And then...
That hit different.
Okay. Then that is... Oh, then also add 6 damage to that other one.
Okay.
Then this is... 21 damage.
Jeez.
And then I'm going to spend another key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Jeez.
Hold on. Let me spend these 2 key points that I already have spent now. Okay.
I love monks.
So the first one, nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So that is...
You're just bullying the wyvern at this point.
Now you're just being mean.
Stop, he's already dead.
3, 7, 14, 20 damage. Then the second one is
Don't
a
you double the damage
24,
too? with the die?
30. 30 to hit. And then that is 11, 15 damage.
Evan, say the thing.
Oh, we still got 2 more wyverns to deal with.
Okay. Never mind.
But yeah, you cripple it in the other leg, and then while it's just reeling from the pain, you just start going JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on this guy. Yeah, you're just aura-ing this thing. And luckily, because you rolled... And I will say this, because one of those was a nat 20, if you rolled any lower, you would have gotten the black blood on you, on your fists, and you would have had to have that wisdom saving throw challenge. But because you rolled a 20, you are moving so fast, you don't get any of that black blood on you. That creature's head has basically turned into applesauce.
No, I didn't do JoJo's. I did hits level 3 in Dragon Ball Fighters. I just start teleporting in front and behind, just boom, boom.
Well, in either case, Wyvern number 1 is dead. Jeez.
Oh yes.
Alrighty. Next up is Davina.
Well, I would like to rage.
I
love how you say that so adorably.
May I rage, please?
Can I rage, senpai?
Alrighty.
Was that the orb? What was that?
And I'm gonna throw another javelin at it.
All right, so by
Are any of them still blinded?
Let's see. The first one. Okay, so Wyvern number 2, who had its turn after Mistral, was blinded. Yeah, both of these wyverns have already recovered from their blindness because they had their turns after Mistral cast blindness, so it's already worn off by now.
Gotcha. So which one looks the most hurt?
I would have to say the one that let me see here. I would have to say the one that who attacked Wyvern number 2? Because Wyvern number 3 was only... Because Yip pretty much single-handedly took out Wyvern number 1. Wyvern number 3 got basically shanked by Arios. Who damaged Wyvern number 2?
It don't matter. Is that the one that got the most hurt?
Yeah, Wyvern number 2, the one in the middle.
Well,
Then I'm gonna attack Wyvern number 2.
Wait, hold on. Eden, what'd you say?
Wasn't that the one that I probably nicked across the face?
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, yes. Yes, that was
So-
it. Okay, thank you.
There you go. Welcome.
Eureka!
So it was the one that Eden damaged. So, Davina, now that you're raging, you have advantage on your rolls.
Oh, I don't get an advantage for my like attacks. So I got a 16 for my attack.
Yes, that just barely hits.
Okay. Then I do get +2 in damage. I get that plus the 3 when I rolled the d6.
Okay.
Oh, I got 10 damage.
10 damage, nice. All right,
And
and
then
what
for
are you?
my
And what are you?
second attack,
Hold on, what are you attacking it with?
javelin.
Okay.
One of them, because I have multiple.
Okay.
And then for my second attack, are they still flying or are they on the?
They're
Are they
on the deck of the ship. They're just standing there.
Cool. For my second attack, I'm gonna take my great axe, and I'm gonna.
Okay. Now unfortunately I can't let you do that because you're gonna have to spend a bonus action putting away the javelin and pulling out the great axe because it's a two-handed weapon.
Even though I get 2 attacks.
You can use a second. You can. Wait, are you throwing the javelin or are you just poking them with
the
it?
Javelin. You don't stab it. You actually toss it at it.
Who says you have to throw it?
Because in my thing, where it's like the description, says properties, thrown, damage type, piercing. That's what I thought, but I can be stabbing it so I don't lose them all that quickly.
Okay. How about
Yeah,
this?
you don't have to javelin. Just has properties to where you can throw it. Like, not all weapons can be thrown, but like javelins, daggers, certain other weapons can be. So they have thrown.
But the issue is that like you can do 2 attacks if you're using a javelin, but you're gonna have to spend a bonus action pulling out your great axe because it's a giant two-handed weapon. If it was a one-handed weapon, I would have let you pull it out and attack at the same time. But the great axe is big.
Gotcha. So in that case, then for my second attack, I'll just use my javelin again.
Okay.
I'll stab it.
Okay, so you're just
Sorry
gonna.
about that. I learned something new.
Okay, so you're just gonna poke it right now. So roll to attack.
Okay, I got a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 2, 4, 7.
All right, you definitely are nicking it. Yeah, you are actually able to poke that javelin, and you're able to get it in like the webbing of its wing.
Ah, yeah, I did.
And for those of you who don't know, wyverns are basically dragons with only 2 legs, not 4 legs. So you basically stabbed it in the webbing of its hand.
Don't like that.
Yeah. All right, next up is Eden. What are you gonna do?
Which is the second one right now?
I'm sorry?
How bad is the second one right now?
It's got some cuts on it, but it still has plenty of fight left in it.
Okay, well, since that's the only one standing, I'll go after that one with my longsword right now. A 19 to hit?
That hits.
Okay. That's a 1d8 plus 2. 10 damage for the first attack.
Oh.
Here's my second one with the rapier. Oh. I got a 1. So it's 6 total.
Good job!
Okay, so you are able to just swing, and your aim is true, and you get the wyvern just across the face. However, during this time, the ship suddenly got hit with just a tiny little bit of turbulence, and you are not able to account for it when you swing with your rapier, and your swing just kind of goes like, ugh, and you fall short of your swing, and it just kind of gets hit in the wooden deck of the ship.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Polo. What are you gonna do?
I guess I'll try. I'd like to successfully do Firebolt at some point.
Okay, so you're gonna try Firebolt again?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't have any mana, right? I can just keep doing it.
If that's actually a very good question. Hold on. Let's see, Polo. Your spells. Yes, Firebolt is a cantrip. You can use it as many times as you want without any cost.
Cool. All right, then I'll do it again.
And remember, you get a +5 to your D20 whenever you use it to attack.
Oh, well, that might have made my last round a little different if I had known that. Oh, well. Well, it would have still been like an 8, right? So,
yeah, it still wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. Okay, 12.
Yeah, unfortunately, that still doesn't work. This time, you were able to finally get used to having just what looks like a combination of lightning and fire in your hand. It's small, but it's concentrated.
I'm getting better, guys!
So proud!
However, you didn't really take into account that this thing was basically weightless, and you kind of assumed that this thing would have weight like a baseball. So, unfortunately, your aim just is a little too high of the wyverns.
You hit old Joe, you idiot! Alright.
No, old Joe's behind you. He's trying to control the ship, and he's, like, panicking right now.
Alright, I'll just do crossbow again.
Alright, not a problem. So, whip out that bow.
Alright. And I get a +3 with that? Is that what's going on here?
Let me see. Yes, your crossbow does have a +3 to it.
Oh, that might have actually made a difference in my last round then, but oh well.
Are you looking at your character sheet?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, there in the heat DC column of your attacks panel, it has like the plus modifiers to it.
That's the modifier. Okay. I don't understand this nerd shit. All right, 13.
Yeah, unfortunately, that still doesn't work. Your aim is a little bit better compared to your firebolt, but unfortunately, you didn't take into account the wind.
I did not account for the warp factor.
I did not account for the warp effect. I gotta find that video. All right, next up is Mistral. What are you gonna do?
I have my long bow already in my hand from my last turn.
All right, awesome.
And I'm gonna hit the nearest one to me.
Okay, so for where you're standing, that's gonna be the wyvern that's barely been hurt right now.
Great, I'm ready to put some damage on that thing.
Now, just to let you know, you are using a longbow. You can hurt the one that is most hurt as well and still be in range.
Can somebody fan illustrate the I'm a healer but with Mistral and saying I'm a bard and she's got a gun? So
But like I wanna cause some serious damage, bro.
Massive damage.
Why did you sound like such a stoner when you said that?
yeah.
Serious
Mistral is the ultimate libertarian. She loves pot and guns.
Dude, I just want to fucking kill people, dude. It's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, that's the voice inside the head of Mr.
Oh man.
At this moment.
So anyway, so which
Mistral definitely voting for Joe Jorgensen.
So Mistral, which one are you attacking? Because with your longbow, you could potentially hit either wyvern.
I want to hit the one that's barely been touched. It needs to know it's in this game and ready to go down.
Okay. Roll to attack.
And I say those exact words as I stare at it.
All right, roll to attack.
I got a 23.
That
Not 26.
not 26. But yeah, that definitely does hit. So roll damage.
got a 3.
With your modifier?
What's your attack modifier? Because you're proficient. It should be in your actions.
It's a 1d8 plus 2.
Hold on, let me re-roll again. I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled a 12.
Okay. So yeah, it definitely notices that. You get it like right in the elbow of its wing. And the arrow just like stays there and it just kind of looks at it and then it just looks at you. It knows where you are now.
I'm in like that Cheryl Blossom stance from Riverdale. Like, yeah, I got it.
Very nice.
All right, next up is Atarax. What are you going to do?
All right, so I'm right by Polo now, correct?
You are standing right next to Polo, yes.
Ah!
No. I'm going to... Okay, so apparently... Beacon of Hope is
Holy
concentration.
shit, Ishizu! How long have you been here?
I've been here the entire time.
Cure Wounds is not a concentration spell, or is spiritual weapon because that's a bonus action.
All right.
So I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level, which is 20 hit points to Polo.
Are you?
Then
Wait, Polo, when did you get hurt?
I thought it was Yip that got hurt.
Yip is who got hurt.
Yeah, no, I'm the one that got
well,
I just keep missing. I haven't actually been hurt by these things.
How close am I to Polo? Yep, I'm sorry. Do it again.
I'm sorry?
How close am I to Yip?
Unfortunately, you are going to have to spend a movement action to go from Polo to Yip.
I do the movement and then do my action and bonus action?
I will let you do that.
Well then, scratch that reverse. I will run over to... I see the Polo's great. I give him a fucking slap on the back. Good work. Over to Yip. I'll dump...
Hey, you're doing great. Bye.
Great job.
And then you just like, have you ever seen like those like 5 gum commercials? It's like that where you just feel it throughout your entire body, just heal you, and you're like.
I'm an ice dragon too, so it's evergreen. It's minty. It's fresh. You feel.
Wait, so that was a drive-by healing?
Yeah.
No, not this yet. Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Okay, so you use your movement to get over to Yip. So you're gonna use Cure Wounds on Yip.
2nd level Cure Wounds on Yip. It gives full hit points, so it's 20 points to Yip.
All right.
Then I will cast.
20.
I will summon my spiritual weapon, but I can't use it till next turn.
Okay. Ooh, nice. All right, Yip, you are healed, and you're brought to 36 hit points once again. So you are like. You got a couple scratches on you still, but you are on top of the game now.
Yeah,
which is good because I'm looking at your hit points and you were bloodied.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was yucked up.
Yeah, just a chomp out of the arm and a scorpion sting like right above your left hip.
My hip hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Anywho.
So I'm gonna go. It's the middle one. It's still up, right?
Well, it's not your turn.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Not yet.
Never mind. Okay.
It's the wyvern's turn. This is the one. Let's see here. This is the one that basically got beat up a lot, and it has noticed that someone's been trying to fling fire at it for this time. And it turns to Polo. So it's going to rush over to you, and it's going to use a multi-attack. What's your AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
Where would I see that?
Armor class.
Armor class. It's going to be close to the top.
Where you see initiative, it should be right of that.
Oh, 16.
Okay.
16.
Okay, so it's first going to use its bite.
Oh god, but its bark is worse.
That's a 26 to hit.
Ooh.
Which means what? I get 10 damage?
No, that was just to attack. I still have to roll damage.
Oh, okay.
So it could be worse.
However, you did guess right. You do get 10 damage from the bite.
Oof.
So it sinks your teeth into, like, your shoulder, but it doesn't take any meat out. It just kind of... It's just piercing. However, now it's going to use its scorpion stinger.
On me?
On you, because wyverns get 2 attacks.
Oh, boy.
What was your AC again?
16.
16.
Yeah, this one hits. Because wyverns get a +7 to their attack rolls.
Oh, God.
Alright, so now we're going to roll damage for the stinger. So that's an extra 9 damage.
Oh my god.
And now, Polo, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Which is a -1 for me. Wonderful. 16.
You just make it.
Okay.
15 was the DC to not get poisoned.
Okay, cool.
And again, if you got poisoned, you would have gotten an extra 24 damage.
But I am still, like, more than half of my HP.
You're above that halfway point, so you're not bloodied yet, technically, but you are a little worse for wear.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I've only got 15 hit points left.
Oh.
Thank you
He's telling the healer back.
Thank you for telling me. All right, next up is Arios. So Arios is going to... Let me pull up his character sheet again.
I know something gets on everybody's nerves.
Don't you dare. So Arios, seeing this, is going to spend his movement action to run over to Polo, and he's just going to try and take his daggers and basically run by and slash the wyvern with both of them. So the first one...
Because rogue. It's what they do.
So unfortunately, one dagger isn't able to penetrate the scales. The second one does. All right. So that is going to be an extra 4 damage. All right. So that was Arios' turn. Next up is wyvern number 2. This wyvern, its eyes are on Mistral, and it just comes lumbering towards you. And now this one is going to first off bite. Mistral, what's your AC?
15.
All right, this one just makes it. It rolled a straight 17.
What if I just waved my finger and said no?
No, not in my house.
It bites your hand.
No.
So yeah, so for that, you now take... So it bites your arm for wagging your finger at it. So that's 1... 4, so you take 9 damage from the bite. Then it's going to use the stinger on you.
How dare he?
That's a natural 1.
Oh!
So it readies its stinger, and it's about to jab right at you, but you duck just out of the way, and now its stinger is stuck in, like, the wooden crates that you were hiding behind. All right, so there you go. We're back to the top of the round. Yip, what do you do?
I go to the middle one.
The one that's hurt the most.
Yes. Now that I'm all healed up, just kind of brush the dust off my shoulders, prepare to fight.
Yeah, you do the thing like Luke does in The Last Jedi, where he just kind of walks out from the dust and you're like...
Yes! And then I'm going to try and hit it with my spear for my first attack.
All right.
That is a 23.
That hits.
All right. And I'm just gonna roll my other now, just so I can. That misses. I got a 3 on the die.
Ooh, yeah, that does not work.
All right, so the first one is 7 damage,
All right.
and then I'm going to spend a key point. Guess what? Close.
Go right ahead, dude.
All right, that is a 17 and a 16.
I'm sorry?
17 and a 16.
Both of those hit.
All right. 2d6s plus 8. That is 12 damage for all of it.
12
Plus
damage.
12. Yeah, 12 damage for my flurry of blows.
All right, you just like, you take a moment to measure. I mean, you stab it first with the spear, and you get it like right in its kneecap. But then while it's reeling from the damage, you rush up to it, you take a moment, and then just in a moment, you just go, boom, boom. Like in both of its eyes. So yeah, this wyvern is bloodied. It is not looking good right now. Next up, Davina.
Great. So I'm gonna use my action to put away my javelin.
You are still raging, by the way.
I'm gonna use my action. I still get an action though.
No, your raging is already working. You still have your action, movement, and bonus action.
Okay,
because
cool.
you
So
used your rage last turn.
It lasts for 10 rounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
1 minute.
So I'm gonna use my action to put away my javelins, and then if you'll allow this, I'm gonna use my great axe to just basically chop at it like a tree. So I'm gonna do my 2 actions, not in one, but I would like it to be aesthetically just like, yeah, kind of like that.
Okay, so you are going to have to roll your d20 for both of those to see if they hit.
And that's totally fine. That's what I figured.
Okay, so you used your bonus action to put your javelin away and pull out your axe. You're then going to attack twice. So yeah, roll a d20 2 times.
So I got a 15 for the first one.
That hits.
What? I thought a 15 doesn't hit. I thought it was a 16.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong number. So yeah, the first one fails. Sorry. That was me.
Then I got a 23 for the second one.
Yeah, that one hits.
Cool. Then so that's 2 plus 2 plus 3. That's 7. So I got 7 damage.
And which one were you attacking? The most hurt one or the least?
The one that's attacking Mistral.
Okay, so how much damage was that again?
7.
7. All right.
I think Yip has the one in the middle covered.
Yeah, that is very true. All right, next up is Eden. Eden.
Yes.
It's your turn.
I know.
Okay.
Is there only 2 left, or there's still 3?
There's only 2 left. Polo killed the first one. I mean, Yip killed the first one.
Yip!
No, I'm dying!
I will go after the one that Davina just went after.
All right.
So, first attack. Probably gonna miss. Yeah, that's a 7 to hit. That won't work.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Ooh. Would a 23 hit it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nine damage?
9 damage. All right. Which wyvern are you attacking again?
The one that Davina just went after.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Next up is Polo. What are you doing?
Third verse, same as the first. Why not?
All right, Firebolt. Give it to me.
Okay. That doesn't count because it fell before you said that. So. All right. With a +5, let's see. Oh, 20.
That works.
Hey!
All right, you finally are able to like. Okay, I got the handle of this now. And
I think I got it.
And instead of trying to throw it like a baseball, you realize you just have to basically like push it in a direction, and it just shoots.
Push it real good.
All right, roll damage.
All right. Do I add any modifiers to that?
Let me see. It should say.
It says like
Oh,
2d10.
Oh yeah, 2d10. So yeah, just roll 2d10.
Okay. Which one is that?
It's this die.
So this one?
Yes, the one that just has single digits on it.
Okay.
Roll it
All right.
twice.
Okay, that's a 2. And that's a 1.
All right,
Baby's
so
first firebolt.
so 3 damage. Which one are you attacking?
I don't know. Whichever one is closest.
So the one that's most hurt. All right, that one is still very much bloodied. All right, is that all?
I mean, why not? Let's go for a crossbow. Let's see if I can get anything out of that.
Okay, so I'll let you use your bonus action to shoot with your crossbow. So go ahead and use that.
Okay. Okay, that is going to be a 19.
That hits.
Okay. And that's a 1-8. That's a 1d8.
1d8, yes.
Which... What is that? Is that this one?
Yes.
Okay. 5.
5 damage. All right, nice. This thing is not looking good. All right, is that all?
What else can I do right now?
You can move.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'll jump out of the way for right now. So.
Okay, so you just kind of shift to the side.
Yeah.
Next up is Mistral. What are you gonna do? She's going to eat the wyvern.
She's like, that wyvern looks so delicious right now, man.
I got the munchies, something awful.
I want to fry it up and just...
Yip.
Oh, Yip's gone.
Yip.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, Dana Rose 18 says wyvern jerky?
Market that.
So Davina got the thing off of me, correct?
Yeah, she was able to attack it, but it's still in range of you.
Okay, since it's in range, I am... FYI, Yip says Wi-Fi gave out for a sec. I'll be right back.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
I,
Back.
hold on, what is this? Okay, I'll look at that later. Anyways, so I am going to take my dagger and do a signature Mistral move and throw it at the eyeball.
Oh, you're going straight for the eyeball. All right, so roll to
I
attack.
really like to blind things.
All right, roll to attack.
I got a 14.
That does not work. And you threw your dagger. It doesn't go overboard, but it has kind of ended up on the other side of the ship. So until you go and collect it, you are short 1 dagger.
Do I still have a bonus action?
You still have your bonus action and your movement.
Can I... Is it within, like, 5 feet of me?
No. It's like on the other side of the deck.
You know what? Since it's so far away, I'm gonna shoot my longbow again.
You're gonna shoot your longbow. All right, go for it.
I got a 15.
Yeah, that unfortunately is just short of the AC.
You know what? I'm just gonna like Michelle is one of those like little mopes and just walks over and hides behind a box.
Oh. All right. Next up is Atarax. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hustle butt back to Polo now. He got his butt kicked that last round. Hi, man. Hi. I will cast Cure Wounds at level 1. Be 12 hit points for you.
All right, Polo. So you got healed for 12 hit points.
Oh yeah, good. Okay.
And then, what's the crappiest looking wyvern?
The one that's directly like looking at Polo.
Oh yeah, spiritual weapon. We're gonna attack him with it.
Oh, you're gonna attack with the spiritual weapon. Okay, go for it.
I rolled a 15, and it's +7, so that is
that
a
hits.
22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Fantastic. All right.
What does your
and
spiritual weapon look like?
Okay, have you ever played Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Royal Spears? Like the 3 prongs, kind of.
Cool.
That's what I have it modeled after. Everything looks pretty badass.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
And it does 12 points of damage.
Jeez.
I still like the idea
Okay.
that
That's a lot more
I still
damage
just
than
think-
those spears did in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Don't work that way either.
well, in the other game he's also a cleric, and we thought that his spiritual weapon is a tankard of alcohol, just bashing him. It's really
Appreciate
funny.
that.
All
Yeah.
right. So Atarax,
Right.
that's it for you. You moved. You use your bonus action to heal, and then you attack. So that's it.
That's good. That's my turn.
All right. Because next up is that wyvern, and it's gonna attack Atarax.
Womp.
Ah.
All right. So it's good. So it lumbers towards you. It's not looking. This is the one that's hurt most. It's going to attack you with its jaws. That hits. Cause what's your AC?
AC is 20.
It hits. It rolled a 23.
It's hungry. It's mad.
26.
So that's 9 piercing damage from the jaws, and then it's going to use its stinger against you. The stinger fails, however. You're able to just duck out of the way. But it did kind of take a big chomp out of your shoulder. All right, next up is Arios. Okay, so Arios, let me pull up his sheet again, because I constantly am bouncing between pages.
Life of a DM.
Yeah, Life of the DM, yeah. Let me see here. What have I got here? Looking at Arios' character sheet, he has a lot of spells that can affect the environment and such, but nothing that can be used to actually attack. So Arios is just going to charge up to the most hurt wyvern and then just try to go for a double tap with his daggers. So for the first one, the first one fails. Second one just makes it. And that's gonna be ooh, that's 7 damage right there.
Nice.
All right. And then finally is that last wyvern's turn. Is anyone standing next to Mistral? Okay, nice. Thank you for telling me. The wyvern's gonna attack Davina.
Epic.
Davina, what's your AC?
15.
Okay, so it attacks you with its jaws, and it actually makes it.
Okay.
So that's gonna be... That's 9 points of damage from the jaws.
Okay.
And then it's gonna use its stinger against you. What's your AC one more time?
15.
It hits you with the stinger.
Oof. How much points I lose?
I'm calculating that.
I'm sorry.
That's 8 points of damage from the stinger. And now, Davina, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's with the D20, correct?
It's all whenever you do savings or checks, it's always with the D20.
Gotcha. Figured.
You got it.
16 plus 1, I got 17.
All right, you are able to just shrug off the poison and it doesn't affect you, so you are spared the 24 extra damage.
Oh, yeah!
All
That
right.
would have put me like pretty
All
low,
right.
yeah.
Hopefully for the last time, we're back at the top of the round. So Yip, it is your turn.
All right. I mean, fourth verse, same as the first. 2 spear attacks. Those are 18 and 16.
Yeah, both of them hit.
All right. 2 spear attacks. Those are 18 damage. And then, guess who's gonna spend a key point to do flurry of blows?
Go ahead.
Wow.
How many key points do you have? Yep.
I have equal to my level, so 6.
Okay.
All right. Oh shit, dropped one. That is a 19 and a nat 20.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. So that is 3, 7, 14 plus 5, 9. 16 damage.
Yeah. You stab it like once in the chest and then once in the neck, but you leave the spear in there, and then as its neck is still skewered by the spear, you grab it by the bottom jaws, and then you just pull it down, the spear shish kebabbing its throat, and then you just take both of your fists and you just like slam them on the sides of the wyvern's head. That wyvern's head is basically a grape between your fists.
Did kill it?
Wisdom save.
You did get some blood on you. The wyvern is dead, but you did get some blood on you. However, you don't need to do a wisdom save until your next turn.
Got it.
But yeah, right now, at this point, you are enraged and you are just overcome with this feeling of absolute anger and hatred towards literally anything that you see.
Oh, shit.
All right, next up, Davina.
So I'm gonna do what I did before, and I'm just gonna chop at the last one like a tree.
All right, so roll to attack for both attacks.
I got a nat 1 for that one, so 7.
Roll the other one.
Then for the other one, I got a 16.
That works. Wait, with your modifier?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Alrighty.
Jesus, the nat ones.
5. So that would be 8 damage. I'm sorry. Shoot. No. I was rolling the wrong one. Hold on. Oh shit, I got a 12 plus 2 plus 3. So that is
17 damage. Nice.
I'm happy I caught that.
All right, this wyvern, you slash it once, and you get it just across the chest. You slash the second time, you actually cut off one of its wings.
Yeah!
All right, next up is Eden. What do you do?
Okay, which one am I closest to?
There's only one wyvern left.
Oh, so it's that one's.
This is the one that's closest to Mistral and Davina.
How far away am I from that one?
You are gonna have to spend a movement action to get close, but you only need to do it once.
Okay, so I'll move
the
up.
deck of the ship is not that big.
Oh no, but I wasn't sure like if we still had 2, so I'll move up to that one, and then I'll do my 2 attacks. That one is a no, because I think I rolled a 7 again. Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah, that's a no. Yeah, that's a no from me, dog.
Yeah, just cut to that clip of I'm curious, Steve Harrington going, yeah, that's a no.
That's a no.
Their DC is 15, right?
16.
Okay, so then I missed again. Yeah, and that's all I can do.
Yeah, for a wyvern with only one arm, technically, it's able to still nimbly get out of the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn it.
Next up is Polo. What are you doing?
Let me shake it up a little. Which wyvern has the least amount of damage right
There's
now?
only one wyvern left.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can...
I literally answered that the last turn.
Sorry.
Oh, dear.
All right, let me use my Great Sword of Vengeance. Let me just go for broke and just try to see if I can slash this thing to death.
All right.
Which is a +4. 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, that does not work.
Yep.
Is that all?
All right, let me try the crossbow one last time. I mean, if I can.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
you definitely can. Roll to attack.
All right. Oh, nice. That's gonna be 22.
Oh yeah, that works.
Yep. And then I do a D8, right?
Yeah. Does it say?
Yeah, 1d8.
Yeah. Then roll 1d8.
Let me just find it real quick.
I would just like to point out to everyone here, if you actually have Dungeons and Dragons Beyond open to look at your character sheets, you can click on the numbers and such to have it roll digital dice for you, and it will automatically calculate your results.
I like using these. I like to show off these because I think they're pretty nice.
Whichever works.
I mean, Evan, I'm only using what you bought me.
3. I got a 3.
All right, 3 damage. This creature is now officially bloodied.
Yeah.
All right, not a bad job. Next up is Mistral. What are you gonna do? Longbow, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay, you roll to attack.
I got a +1 +5. I got a 23.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no 26.
Yeah,
But yeah, that definitely does hit.
Okay, and then I rolled a +2 I rolled an 8.
8 damage?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna do anything else your turn?
Can I hit him again?
Not with a longbow. If you had like a sword in each hand, you can attack once normally and then use your bonus action to attack with your other hand. But a bow requires 2 hands, so that doesn't work in this case.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna hide behind the box again.
Okay. Next up is Atarax.
How close am I to this last wyvern?
You are gonna have to spend a bonus action to get to them, but only once.
All right. Well, then I will move within 15 feet of this wyvern. If I can do that this turn.
All right.
Then I would like to use my ice breath weapon because that's increased damage on it.
Ooh. All right. Yeah, go for it.
That's a 15 Constitution saving throw as a beat.
Okay, so Constitution. It fails.
Yeah.
I do full 3d6 damage on it.
Full 3D. Jeez.
I got 12 hit points of damage.
Okay. That's it?
And you said I use my bonus action as well then, right?
Yeah, you do still have your bonus action.
Well, if I have my bonus action still, then I will attack again with my a weapon.
Okay, so you can do that, but because it's your bonus action, you're not going to get your modifier. It's
no,
just
spiritual weapon
Okay,
is
so
a
break
bonus
D20.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, fantastic. Time for your daily dose of Atarax.
I like that.
1d8 plus 4, 3, 7 hit points of damage.
7 hit points of damage. Dang.
I
That
think
is
your
my
your catchphrase should be "Take your medicine." Oh my god.
For some reason, I'm hearing that as I can't remember his name, but the Freddy Krueger ripoff from Rick and Morty.
Bitch.
Sex is
Oh,
sacred,
yeah.
bitch. Next
You're
up,
about to get high, bitch.
next up is Arios. Arios is actually going to do an athletics check to try and get up on top of the wyvern's back.
Hell yeah.
So let's see. That's gonna be athletics. Oh crap! He actually made it.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
You're saying that as if you're surprised.
super surprised.
Okay, so he's gonna try and basically take both daggers and just drive them right into the wyvern's neck. And because he's on top of the I almost said get on the hydra's back. Get up on the wyvern's back.
Get up on the wyvern's back!
Hey, they could
Like
do
Kingdom
do
Hearts
that.
there?
So because he's right on the wyvern's back, he's gonna get advantage for one of these attack rolls because he's right there. You can't miss.
Or can you?
Okay, so that is... Alright, so with advantage, that's a 25. So he's able to drive the dagger
Not
once
26.
right into the neck, and that's 6 damage right there.
Not a 26.
The next one is going to be without advantage, because this is his bonus action. That one does not hit. So the wyvern's just able to, like, move and, like, lift its head out of the way just as he strikes. Next up is that wyvern's turn. Sensing that it has something on his back, it is just going to... It can't bite, but it is going to use a single attack to try and use its stinger on Arios. And it rolled a dirty 20.
Ooh.
So Arios takes...
It's funny, it's dirty.
Oh, nope, that doesn't count. Fell off my table. So
I think that
that's
should
one.
still count. I'm kidding.
So Arios takes 6 damage. And then Constitution saving throw. Oh no.
Oh no.
Arios failed the Constitution.
Oh, no!
And thus takes an extra 24 points of poison damage.
Oh, shit.
So this stinger basically
I need
gets Arios like right in the back, just narrowly missing his spine. And because of where the stinger is, it actually like lifts him off the wyvern's back and then just kind of like flings him off, and he just kind of goes tumbling onto the ground.
Wait.
It is now the top of the round. Yip, you are enraged right now. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, baby, let's go. That is a... Not
Yip, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
13.
We still can't hear you.
I can hear him.
He said
I can
13.
hear
He
him.
said that was 13.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for some reason we can't hear you.
I can hear him!
I think
Everybody
you
else
could
can
hear him.
Oh my
I
god,
can
that is my problem. Sorry. I had like my little headset thing turned down. I could still hear the music because it was coming from this, and I thought, oh my god, I am so sorry.
Yeah, GM. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so I'm sorry, Yip. What did you roll?
13.
unfortunately, you failed the Wisdom DC.
I failed the vibe check.
You failed the vibe check, and now you have to vibe check your closest ally.
Oh, wait, I forgot. He gets the advantage on wisdom saving throws because of my
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, you roll advantage. Okay, roll again.
Yeah, no, I have to take 13.
So unfortunately, you still fail the wisdom check. You now have to attack your closest ally. And looking at the party makeup here, we currently have everyone kind of rushing over to the wyvern close to the crate. So you fly towards everyone, and you naturally are going to be, being a bird, you are naturally attracted to the most shiny thing that you see. So you now automatically have to make an attack roll against Atarax.
Oh, thank God. What am I doing?
Okay. Well, I'm going to make my first attack roll. That is an 11. That misses.
That misses? Okay.
Okay, now I kind of just playing character. I'm kind of just imagining, like, rather than it being like, I must attack the people I love, it's more of like, I just see them as if they were enemies. So I sadly have to go all out just this once.
You do. Oh no, not just this once. If there's another turn coming, you have to make another wisdom saving check.
Yeah. Okay, so second attack. I'm sorry to say, but that's a 26.
Oh, shit!
Oh no.
Can't give you let's do that.
How dare you turn against us?
That is 10 damage, and then I'm going to spend a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes with flurry of blows. There's one of them hit. What's your AC?
20.
What?
20? Okay. One of them hits, being a 23. And that is 9 damage. And then I keep forgetting to do this with the wyverns, but I'm gonna have to make a dex saving throw, or else you're prone. The dexterity saving throw, DC is 14.
Right, well, since I'm wearing full plate, I have disadvantage on that as well.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have to roll twice. Let's pick a D20.
Yeah, D20, dex saving throw, disadvantage.
Still add my dexterity modifier, right, or no?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, the first one's a 16.
Okay.
The second one, the natural 1.
Ooh.
Okay, you have fallen prone, and then since I am going all out, I'm going to be spending my last key point. You now need to make a Constitution saving throw for a stunning strike.
Okay, so basically, Yip, catching you off guard, socks you in the face so hard, you are just bodied onto your back on the deck of the ship.
And now, make a con save.
Now you need to make a Constitution save.
15.
15? That makes it. Okay.
What would have happened if he failed?
Stunning strike. So he would have been stunned, meaning he couldn't take actions on his next turn.
Stunned and prone.
So
Yeet.
thankfully you're just prone.
Okay, so guys, so that's Yip, and you all just watched Yip just sock a fist right into the Dragonborn and just send him to the ground. This normally very passive, peaceful monk is now quite literally a rabid beast. And as you see him going rabid, it's not happening like right away, but his eyes are very slowly turning white.
Oh shit!
You still have a wyvern to kill, or
Yeah, there's still a wyvern for you all to kill.
Fuck. Okay.
So Davina, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. How many more more hit points does Arios have?
Arios currently has 9 hit points.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna use my bonus action because I checked and I can
Oh,
to
jeez.
get out of my range.
Hold on. By the way here, Dana Rose 18 says in the chat, yip, more like rip.
Nice.
Oh,
Good head.
oh, that's
Still
not that.
dead.
Oof.
So
I'm
anyway,
gonna use
Davina,
my
what are you
bonus
doing?
action to get out of my rage. I'm gonna run over to Arios and I'm gonna cast Healing Hands on him. Which restores 6 hit points.
Okay.
And that's literally all I can do because that was my action. And that was my bonus action.
You
and that
used
was
your
my
bonus
movement.
action to get out of rage. You used your movement to get to Arios, and you used your normal action to heal him. So yeah, there's nothing more you can do right now.
And I can only do 2 actions if they're both attacks.
Right.
I'm done.
All right. Next up is Eden.
All right, let's freaking kill this stupid wyvern.
Please.
Okay.
You don't want Arios to die when she's not here.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my-
refuse to be that DM. I don't want to be that guy who just lets an absent player's character just die the first time they're gone.
It's fine because now she's back to 15. Oh, it's okay. It's better than it was.
Anyway, Eden, what are you doing?
19 to hit.
19? Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
I think this is the most challenging fight you guys have had yet. You guys are actually getting hurt this time.
Yeah,
10 damage.
You're not
there was a
wrong.
very real chance Polo could have died in this.
All right, so Eden, what are you doing?
10 damage.
10 damage? All right. It's struggling, but it is still alive right now.
All right, come on.
Second attack.
Oh, that is another 19.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
7 damage.
7 damage? All right.
Action search. Action search.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you're
I can
fighters.
do
You have an action surge.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my action surge. I keep forgetting that. Thank you, Yip.
You're welcome.
Ooh, no, I don't think so. Yeah, that's 11 to hit.
Yeah, that doesn't work. All right, Polo, it is your
you still have
turn.
one more attack because he's.
Wait,
Wait.
if I do another action surge?
Oh
does
yeah,
that-
you get 2 attacks per action. So when you use
Wow.
action surge, it brings back an action, not an attack.
Oh! 23 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh shit. 3 damage.
I'm sorry.
3 damage.
3 damage. Still, let me just make sure. Okay, how do you want to do this?
Oh my god!
Oh,
I want. Okay, I kind of want to do like a fancy like flare, like 1, 2, and then cut its head off.
All right. It almost seems like you're doing it in slow motion. You charge right at the beast, and then you slash once downwards, and then you slash downwards in the other direction in like an X motion, and then just as the beast like rears its head up like in pain about to chomp on you, you take both blades and you just X motion upwards, cleaving its neck. The head goes flying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! I killed it!
So yeah.
Okay, now we have to hold it.
Yeah,
Now they're
the wyverns are now dead, so the encounter itself is technically finished at this time. However, you still have a raging, psychotic Cujo frothing at the mouth Yip, whose eyes are slowly turning white. So, how do you guys try to help him out?
Oh shit.
I need to take my daily dose of Atarax.
I was gonna say, question. I assume he's like standing pretty much right on top of me, correct?
Yeah, you're all kind of huddled together in melee range group right now.
I grab his leg and cast Lesser Restoration.
Yeah.
Okay. So now here's what we're gonna do. You cast Lesser Restoration on him. Yep, I need you to make another Wisdom saving throw. However, now, I'm just going to say this. Normally, when it comes to normally doing these saving throws, the DC is 15. However, because he's using Lesser Restoration on you, this time the DC is 10. So if you can make 10, then you're good.
All right. I need
You
to
got
get
this,
7 or
Nip.
higher. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. That is a 12.
Yes.
Yay!
All right. With that help of Lesser Restoration and the good vibes of your friends, you are able to just come back to reality and your eyes return to normal.
Oh my god.
And you're not sure what happened to you, but you can recall that you were just filled with the most intense fire of rage and hatred directed at your companions.
God. I'm sorry. He kind of just like bows, like sincerely sorry, like, oh, I don't know what came over. Oh yeah, blood.
But I'll walk over to Atarax and like help him up.
Oh yeah, because he's still prone.
Yeah, he's the
I
problem.
get up like an old man.
Because, yeah, you're also wearing all this plate armor right now.
I'll be back.
Yeah, so it's like 1, 2, 3, and like Eden probably almost like falls backwards. Put him up.
You lift him up, but then he just falls forwards.
No.
But no, Atarax, you are back on your feet. You're still pretty good to go. Arios, at this time, gets back up. Oh, adorable puppy. Arios, at this time, is able to, like, get back up, still kind of in bad shape, but he's able to muster just, like, a nice thumbs up before he just kind of slumps down on his butt. Because this was, like, his first big battle after joining you guys.
Yep.
I go up to Yip and I just give him a pat on the back and I say, fucks yeah.
Yeah.
That blood touch you? It's not a fun time.
No, it's
Gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time, okay? At this time, old Joe finally pokes his head out of the little back cockpit and he goes like, "Is everyone all right? There's no damage to my ship?"
We're good.
Yip stands in front of the giant hole that was made with the scorpion tail of the wyvern. No.
Can I also go over to Eros and kind of like take some bandages that I'm assuming we have and like help him like do it like a medicine check kind of thing?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
I assist. I go over and help him.
Do you have a medicine skill?
My plus 1 in medicine.
I was gonna say the Dragonborn does.
Yeah, go for it.
Someone's on the
Atarax,
creep
I
my way
choose
over there.
you.
Okay, so Atarax is gonna assist you in a medicine check.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah, give me a medicine check.
Well, the first one was an 18, so let's see if we can do better than that.
Nat 20.
No, so the 18. Thanks, hon.
Okay, so yeah, that actually does do a very good job. So I'm going to allow him to go back up to 30 hit points. He's still missing 9 hit points, but Arios is looking a lot better, and he just kind of stretches his arm a bit where the bandages are now, and he just goes like, "Oh man, thanks a lot," and he just kind of pulls you into a one-armed hug.
Aww.
I don't know how I feel about this. The look of I don't know how to react is on Eden's face.
But then he just kind of like sits down on a smaller box, just utterly exhausted right now because this was his first big fight. Old Joe now kind of looks at everyone and goes like, "Ah, well, that was certainly exciting. I thought maybe I was gonna have to help you guys out for a moment."
Old Joe comes in and just cleans house.
Old Joe just walks in with the swagger of like a JoJo's character.
And if anybody was wondering, Arios is watching. And so
Arios is watching?
with their character. Yes.
Yeah, she's been texting me a little bit, and then she jumped into Discord chat.
Oh,
Yes, we have live chat
nice.
feed from the one, the only Arios.
Yeah, she's like, my poor baby, but he survived.
Yeah.
But he survived.
I
But did you
refuse.
die?
I make it a cardinal rule that I refuse to allow any character die that I'm taking control of when the original player is absent. I refuse to be that kind of DM. I've listened to horror stories on YouTube where you're absent and the DM just uncaringly just kills off your character because you're not there and they don't know what to do with it. I refuse to be that person. Anyway, back in character. So old Joe just kind of gives you all a smile. Yes, Carly.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I look at Eden and I notice that he has if you'll allow me to take the reins here for 1 second, Evan. And I notice that he has a very ornate cross. And I just say, oh, that's really funny. I have the same one.
I turned to her like, oh, yeah, I've had this since childhood.
Really? Well, my father gave me mine.
My mother gave me and Phoenix one each.
That's so funny.
It's very interesting. I thought this was only a family thing. Huh.
I thought mine was too.
Very odd.
Plot twist. Plot twist. Both of your dads went to the same jewelry shop. just some cheap cop-out reason like that. Anyway, old Joe just kind of smiles at you all, happy that everyone is alive and healed up and such. So he goes like, oh, you guys better be ready. We're finally crossing out of the mountains. And as you all look towards the front of the ship, you see the range of the mountains.
More wyverns.
You see 10 more wyverns.
Oh, fuck!
Old Joe
you
can
see
finally use 10% of his power.
You see 10 more wyverns, and they're currently in front of a giant Tarrasque, and the Tarrasque has the deck of many things.
Oh, fuck you!
Oh my god! Vina just hopped over the edge of the airship. She's like, no, I'm out.
just suicide by fall. A peaceful death. No, the mountain ranges open up, and you see just this open, like, flat grass plains before you. It's actually very lovely looking. If you guys have ever played Final Fantasy X, it looks like the Calm Lands. Like, just flat, open plains as far as the eye can see. I mean, you guys can see pretty far. You're still, like, among the clouds in your airship. But as you finally cross past the mountains, you're slowly starting to make your descent. And you can see before you a small little patch of black and brown. And it looks like this is Hatterack Outpost that you were told about by Volthric, who instructed you to go here for your next mission to scout out the ruins some more. So, as you guys begin your descent, you start to smell something in the air. And as you get closer, this smell gets stronger, and it is the most foul smell that has ever, like, assaulted your noses.
Bird, what did you do?
It wasn't me this time, I swear.
What did the Dragonborn eat?
Like, what you're smelling is a combination of, like, feces, rotten meat, skunk, wet dog. It's like a combination of all of these things.
Gross. That's so gross.
And as you get closer to the outpost, the smell is getting stronger and stronger. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
I don't like that.
Again?
The scent is so strong. You have to make a con save. That's disgusting.
Got a 16.
All right.
7.
Disgusting.
18.
Okay, so just
22.
answer me this. Who rolled below 10? All right, so Polo, you vomit over the side of the ship, and you take 1 point of poison damage.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck.
Old Joe, who has sealed his little cockpit shut and rolled up the windows,
Wow.
he lands on the landing pad of the little outpost here, and already this place is abuzz with activity. And you can tell that a lot of the people here, they're all wearing what looks like black masks that cover their nose and their mouth. And no, this is not going to be some kind of comment on how we should all wear masks for coronavirus. That should be frickin' obvious by now.
I'm out. As someone who works in a hospital, please do this. Because if you do not wear it over your nose, you will get sick. As someone who also has asthma, please be considerate. We do not want to get sick. We have a very bad health concern right now. That's my speech.
That works
Done.
at the grocery
Listen
store.
to the hospital.
Fucking mess. Don't be an idiot.
Can I just say, there is, those Karens out there that decide to get a mask, and I've seen this, where they will cut out the mouth and nose. You are defeating the purpose.
What is the
purpose
point?
To protect the areas that you are breathing in and out. This is a respiratory disease, basically. So, it is an illness that is focused on your respiratory system. So, protects your respiratory. It starts at your nose and your mouth. So,
Bitches.
In any case here, this is actually a perfect time for us to have our pee breaks right now. So,
Yes.
When you guys just be sure to turn off your cameras, and then when you come back, just turn them on. I'm gonna give you guys around 5 minutes to just quickly go do your thing.
And that's when I said, that's not a llama, that's my wife.
Ah.
Hi, Pookie.
Well, I was trying to get my dog down, but he hurt himself over the weekend, so
Oh no!
he's been limping. So
Pudge doesn't.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I think he played too
dogs. Pudge is a little meanie to other dogs.
Oh
hard.
no! He's baby!
She's like, how dare you step on my territory and interact with my humans? How dare
It's
you?
supposed to be my turf, motherfucker.
I
See,
want you to look at the hospital so I can step on you with my hooves.
He's fine with other dogs. I just think that people were possibly throwing the ball too much, but he is also 7, so getting up there.
Pudge is
I'm gonna be right back because I can't see literally anybody now. So I'm gonna try and disconnect and I'm gonna reconnect.
Oh dear.
It's so strange. Y'all are coming in as just boxes.
Oh yeah, the swirly boxes.
Loading boxes. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Pudge.
Yep.
When I turn, so in 2 years, when I turn 20, I will have had her for half my life.
Aww.
She will be 10 and I will be 20.
Yeah.
Carly, can you see us?
Yeah, I can see all of you now.
Yay!
Okay, so it was just me. I'm sorry.
All right,
Well,
so we
you
are
gotta
still. All right, so we still are waiting on. Okay, here's Atarax, and then we need Mistral.
Okay, Jordan, so can you see everyone now? Or no?
No, I can actually see nobody. I'm getting those little boxes.
Okay, so what Carly just did is disconnect and then reconnect.
All right. Give me a second then.
And then I was able to. Now I can see like literally everybody.
Okay. The lovely issues of technology.
Yeah.
Right.
Our friend Leah, the real Ario says, I remember being 20. That was like a decade ago.
Yeah. Yeah, Leah is. Well, she's a couple of years older than some of us, I think. Can you see everyone now, Jordan?
Well, I see you now, but now Venus Green is gone, so it's like roulette.
Well, that sucks.
We can't win.
Is what it is.
Well, what internet are
It
you?
do be like that sometimes.
I'm on my 5G.
Okay. You might need us to the 2.4, possibly? Because your internet has been
I've got the 2.5 and the 5 gigahertz, like different ones.
Yeah, but your internet's been funky since we started this. It has been, because remember you sat in some of these where they're like choppy and then.
I'm getting 71 megabytes download right now. So you tell me.
I'm gonna make that.
It do be like that.
Yeah.
Do that.
It do be like that.
What's the
Let's see what Leah says in the group chat, because she's typing.
Aw. Hey, Leo, we missed you.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to comment on something that I find really weird.
Oh,
Go on.
So, I'm currently looking at Pokemon right now, and some strange things are going on in OU. Dunsparce is in OU. Why is Dunsparce in OU? I need to know this.
Because Dunsparce is God and you know it.
No.
No, one of my favorite reviews
Never
is
shit on
Pokemon
Dunsparce.
in the Unknown. And literally there's one line that the reviewer says that's, Daddy, I want a mommy too, and I want her to be a Dunsparce. And I don't know why, but that just makes me laugh so much.
Anyway, we are back on track.
Yeah.
Great to have you guys back from your break. And ooh, Mistral has quesadillas.
Yes, I got some good friend. Yes. When 5 minutes turned into 10 because Rachel came into the room.
Aww. All right. So we are now back. We are back on track. So you guys have landed at Hatterack Outpost, and the stench here is absolutely foul. Old Joe walks out, just kind of like putting his shirt over his nose, and he quickly like loosens the rope that lets the little like ramp come out of the ship and onto the ground. And already walking up onto the ship is this very large lizard folk who's wearing just like a leather strap and a shoulder pad, and he's got like a giant battle axe on his back. And he too is wearing like the black mask over his nose and mouth, and he just kind of looks at you all. Nice.
Very nice.
He just kind of looks at you all, and you just hear, "Follow me." And then he turns around and he walks down the ramp.
Okay, I guess we gotta.
Seems legit. Oh, it's so bad.
Do we have a short rest on the rest of the travel here?
You know what? I will allow a short rest for the rest of the time that it took to between the wyverns and getting to the landing pad.
Obliged.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Should I reset my maximum HP changes, or?
Not. You can't do that with a short rest.
Okay.
Short rest. Whenever you do either a short or long rest, whatever they're meant to recover will happen automatically if you're doing it on D&D Beyond. But
Okay.
short rest isn't meant to recover health. It can sometimes recover spell slots, a few of them.
Well, you can recover health on a short rest.
Yeah, it gave us the option to.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, they didn't give me that.
You use the same number of hit dice.
Well, you guys are going to be okay because, like, just roll with this for a moment.
Okay.
So do you follow the guy?
Sure.
Okay, so you all walk out, and you've entered the outpost properly, and it's very bare bones here. You got your barracks, your requisition store, you got your smithy here. It's very much like Dallin Outpost where you guys all started at. It's very similar in design here. The buildings, however, are constructed a little bit different. There's not like cloth flaps that you can just like push open and then you walk in. These have like very large doors with what looks like steel plating along the edges. He guides you through a large door into this tiny little hut. Not that tiny, it's able to fit all 7 of you. And as soon as you're all in, he closes the door and he takes his mask off. As you guys are in here, you are now welcomed by the most sweet smells of like sugar, lavender, sage, like sweet. It's like he's got like the biggest little thing of potpourri in this little hut for all of you. He takes off the mask and he's like, "Apologies. I take it you were unprepared."
A bit.
It's the only dependable way we have to keep all of the wildlife away from us, short of actually having fires out here. We don't want to try and burn down the entire grasslands here. So this little concoction from our alchemists is the next best thing. So, why are you guys here? By the way, you notice that on his leather strap over his torso, he too also has a Grey Blade badge on him.
Okay.
Who has the quest?
What?
Go Polo. Who has the quest?
Yeah. Who has the part? Oh yeah, it would be Polo, because the little hot pink-haired halfling girl
Right.
gave it to him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm vaguely remembering what happened last episode now. Okay.
I really like you.
Yeah. So I guess I hand him the quest.
He plucks it out of your hand. He just kind of looks at it for a moment. Oh, you want to see the ruins out west? We've sent a couple scouts over there. Only a couple of them have been able to make it back. What is it?
Oh, this is a question for the DM, actually.
Oh, what is it?
Am I still poisoned?
I'm sorry? No.
Okay. Alright.
That was just the type of damage that you took, but that's not exactly a status ailment.
Okay, because I was going to say I should probably get to an inventory if I'm in that.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're here.
Okay.
So yeah, he just goes like, we sent a couple scouts to take a look at the ruins. A lot of them have come back, but these ruins confound them. It's pretty much a labyrinth down there. Plus, there's all of the different wildlife. But hey, with these things, we're able to keep all of them at bay. They seem to hate this stench more than they hate us. So, when we send you over there, you'll be taking one of these things with you. But with that being said, and he walks over to a box and he opens it up and he basically tosses you all black masks to put on your faces.
Question.
Well, ask it. You don't have to raise your hand.
Okay, I'm asking right now. What was the orb doing?
The orb's staying silent right now.
Okay, I didn't know if it was reacting to the smells.
You wouldn't know because you're not the one holding it.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
I am.
Never mind.
I mean, if you want to know, you would have to actually like walk up to Eden and ask the orb. But
it's too late, so it's fine.
Okay. So yeah, he tosses you all a mask, and he just goes like, "Be sure to wear these whenever you go outside. Definitely helps." So, while you're here, we'll get you guys set up. You guys can get a meal in you before you head out to the ruins, and then do whatever your mission. Oh, we got a new follower! Over PBJ number 2.
Nice.
Oni said, so I and a group of people of 9 just finished our campaign preventing a necromancer from obtaining godhood. We fought through Kingdom Erased. To get to the throne room, we lost 2 of us in the run. We interrupted the ritual and started the final fight. Near the end, 2 wizards cast Meteor Swarm together. 7 of us died along with the boss. Even with saving throws and second win, I barely lived, and 1 wizard lived through the chaos. I killed her for killing our allies, took Necromancer's skull. Damn, that is how you end a campaign.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm sorry for the heavy losses, but man, what a way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, anywho.
Cool.
Anyway.
So the lizard folk just kind of sits down on a large wooden chair in the hut, and he just goes like, we'll get you guys set up. You'll have a moment to rest, get some food in you, but when you're all set, we're sending you out to those ruins to finally get what you need to do done. There's actually someone there that I'd also like you to find. One of our latest scouts that we sent over there. His name is... Sorry. Had to get to that tab.
Pause.
Had to get to that tab. We sent a scout over there that we haven't actually heard back from. We sent him on his own little mission to collect a specific something from that we heard was inside the ruins. His name is Bass. A pucky little fellow, but...
Wait a minute, I'm sorry? His name is Bass?
Yeah, B-A-S.
Bass.
Sorry.
Did I pronounce that right?
That's at
No, you
least
did not.
a C+.
What is it?
It's pronounced Ba. It's spelled B-A-S, but it's pronounced Boz.
Boz. Gotcha.
I thought it was just Bass.
Baza.
like a sheep.
Wait, Bass, why must we fight? We are not enemies.
Shut up! I'll give you advantage to whoever knows what video game that came from.
Oh,
I have no clue.
probably not.
I'm not good at that.
Okay, it was the horrible English dub of Mega Man 8.
Shit, I should have known that you played that, right?
The one where apparently Dr. Light sounds Jewish and he replaces all his W's with his R's with W's.
Now I must ask what I'm fighting for.
We must fight Dr. We must fight Dr. Wowie. Walkman.
Mowage.
Mowage. Mowage is what brings us together. He sounded like him. He sounded like the minister. Anywho.
Yeah.
So listen up. When you head over to the ruins, I appreciate if you can find my assistant, Boss. Be sure to help him out if you find him. I'm pretty sure he's all right, but he has a tendency to kind of go off and do his own thing. But I trust him. But it'll help us a lot if you can actually keep an eye out for him. Anywho, we're grateful for having you guys here. Dismissed.
Okay. Well,
so you guys now have time to like get some food, interact with one another. There's like a provisions and like a smithy here. This entire experience time at the outpost, I'll consider a long rest. Okay. So that way you're gonna get everything back. But during this long rest, do you want to have any interactions? Or is there anything that you need to do?
I want to go get more. I want to get new armor. See if I can at least.
Okay, so you're gonna head over to the smithy, and you see what looks like a pair of goblins that are menacing this smith, and they're barely up to your hips, and they're just kind of scampering around like collecting metal. The other one's just kind of hammering it rapidly. Then you see actually a third one come out of the actual building of the smith, and he's just kind of like patting his apron, and he sees you and is like, "Oh, so how can we help you out?"
Do you perhaps sell any spiked armor?
He just kind of looks at his two guys and goes like, "Hey, Larry, Barry, we got any spikes?" Both of them just go like, "No, we don't have any spikes, Charlie."
Damn it.
So Barry, Larry, and Charlie.
Barry, Larry.
I like that.
All right, how about just
Well, now hold on. If you like, we can actually try to put spikes on your armor.
That would work.
Yeah, if you're willing to be without it for like a few hours.
Yeah, because I don't think we're gonna go out just now. So yeah, I'll unfasten the armor and hand it over to them.
All right, so he takes the armor and he just kind of looks it over a bit. Should be a pretty simple job. Normally an actual breastplate with spikes on it would be about like 40 gold, but since we already got the breastplate and we're just attaching spikes, I'll just do this for 15 gold.
Okay, then yeah. So 15.
Okay, so he plucks the coins out and he goes like, "All right, we'll let you know when this is ready. Hey boys, we got some work!" And then he just kind of hobbles over with the breastplate, and then they just bring it right into the hut, and you can just hear like hammering and just rapid goblin speak in the inside. It goes like,
"Oh jeez, goblin." So this would technically be the spiked armor then. Correct?
Yeah, they're converting whatever you had into spiked armor.
Studded leather up to spiked armor. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of Eden's thing. Is anyone else going to be doing anything? Remember, this is a time when you can interact with each other as well.
Yep. He goes. I go over to Atarax and kind of give a deep bow and kind of. I'm terribly sorry again for what happened on the ship. Well, it wasn't me.
I look over at him. Right, I raise my big clawed hand.
Oh God!
Just smack him on the back like a good shake. I'm like, "No, what? Yep, I've known you long enough to know that." That
Yip.
kind of an asshole.
Yip, I need you to make an acrobatics saving throw.
Oh God. That is. That's 26.
Okay, you were
This
able to steel yourself and ground your feet and not just get like sent to the ground when this giant plated armor dragonborn just 5 stars your back. You see, to Atarax, that was probably just like a hearty brotherly slap. But for a bird, he basically could have sent you flying. But your monk training basically keeps yourself balanced so you don't just go straight into the ground. You don't receive any damage from it, but it stings.
I know you're made of tougher stuff. No worries, friend.
Thank you.
So nice.
Are you guys gonna be doing anything else?
All right, I kind of have an idea for a subplot.
Oh dear.
Go for it.
All right. I go over to Davina and I'm like, I was wondering if I could talk to you.
Sure.
Well, I was wondering if you could help me learn how to talk to women.
Oh my god! Hold on!
The plot
Character,
thickens.
1 second. Just give me a minute. Yeah, alright.
Okay, so this is a thing.
Yeah. I just thought of this and I'm like, all right, let's see how it goes.
Do
I don't
it.
really
Do
know how I could help with that, but I'd be
Well, you're the
more
only
than
one of-
willing.
You're the only one in the group
Why?
who's been married.
It wasn't a good marriage, but you know, it was nice, I suppose. What he wanted to be.
No one's ever really taken an interest in me since that.
For the pink elf girl.
Yes, that's the first time that's ever happened to me. So.
Polo, you're a catch. So just be yourself. You're charming. Don't be too mean. Don't be too mean. I know you have a tendency to kind of push away people. When we first met Atarax, but just be a charming stuff, and if you want to woo a woman, just I don't know. Well, how would you talk to one?
Well, I assume I would talk to them like I talk to everyone, or is that that approach?
Well, if you want to if you want to show a woman that you like them, maybe try to flirt a little bit. Have you ever flirted with somebody?
No.
No? Okay. So you would say, like what I would say to you is, oh, you have very nice horns. Something like that. Compliment them.
This is not taking the direction I expected. I just want to...
Wait, okay, hold on. What direction do you want it to go?
No, this is fine. I'm just saying. There we go.
So much less boring than what I was gonna do. I was just gonna sharpen my axe.
Okay, I know what I should say next.
Pretend I'm the elf girl. Wait, what would you say to her?
Well, she's not an elf. She's
she's a halfling.
She's a halfling. She's a
I'm
hobbit.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Pretend I'm the halfling girl. What would you say to her?
Why did I do this? All right. Your hair is an interesting color.
Oh well, thank you. I used bravado. I mean, oh, thank you. It's you know, I like to keep it nice.
Yes,
Go on,
yes, Mistral.
Ariel said they wanted to join the flirting lesson.
Oh no!
Guys!
Get Arios in the flirting lesson. Okay. after that horrible line, you feel like an arm around your shoulder, and you see that that pale-skinned boy with an arm around you just going like, dude, no. Listen, it's something you need to actually put effort in. You can't just simply, it's like you're just stating a fact. It's like you're reading off of a book. Try to put some emotion in your words as well. There's a difference between saying your hair is interesting and saying something like, your hair is really lovely.
Ooh.
All right.
That's really good.
Here, and then he backs off, like, try again.
Just talk to me. Like, try to flirt with me, Polo. I promise I won't make fun of you.
Oh no.
Your hair is very lovely.
Oh, well, thank you.
It
Your eyes are lovely, too.
Thank you. So, what do halflings do to enjoy themselves?
I don't know what halflings do.
You're looking at the situation.
Oh, I know. I work. I go to bars. I like to drink a lot.
I'm sorry, I just saw what Izzy's doing.
Ooh. Would you like to go to the bar sometime? And it's that easy.
Really? It's that easy.
Oh, it's not. Trying to make you feel better.
I suppose in retrospect.
Arios is just kind of in the background, just doing like,
Arios, what would you do?
I have my work cut out for me.
My fair polo.
My fair polo. Arios,
what would you do?
Personally, if it were me, I would certainly compliment her. I would let her believe. No, not believe. I would be stating the fact with emphasis that she is quite possibly a very, very lovely woman. And that I would certainly like to take her out for a drink sometime so I could let her know that she is appreciated.
All right.
At that moment, Arios then puts his arm back. No, he doesn't put his arm around you. He walks up to you, and then he puts both his hands on the sides of your face. And he's
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
And he just goes like, if we survive this, I will personally see to it that you get yourself a woman.
All right.
And with that, is anyone else doing anything right now? Because I feel like we should just end the scene.
Yeah, let's end this scene.
Is my armor done at this point?
Not just yet. It's going to be done at the end of your long rest. It's going to be quite a few hours for them to actually basically smith out the spikes and then, and in a sense, weld them to your armor. It's going to take a while.
Okay. Well, and they said that they would tell me, so why don't I? I'm going to go and get a drink. That's probably what I'm going to do.
All right. So you head over to the barracks, and there is actually like a very tiny makeshift bar set up there. They don't really have like an eating hall here. All kind of meals and such happen in the barracks. People just kind of sit on their beds. This place is even more makeshift and a bit more rundown than Dallin Outpost. They don't have a lot here. But you do see this one human boy who's just kind of like moving crates and such, like, oh, you need something?
Yes, I would just like to get a drink real fast.
Oh yeah, not a problem. Let me see what I got around here. And he just kind of like shuffles around the boxes and such. We got some flasks of water here. Looks like we got some like 5-day-old ale. That's pretty much it here. They don't really send us much supplies.
I'll have the ale.
All right, and he just like, yeah, you just take it.
Okay.
And he just hands you like a small flask of. Unfortunately, this ale is not cold. It's room temperature.
Oh, sometimes that's better. Sometimes.
Yeah,
not all the
sometimes depending on who you are.
Yeah, that's how you get it in England, right?
I guess. I mean, I'd love to go
Yeah.
there sometime. Is anyone else doing anything? I mean, pretty much it's Eden getting her armor upgraded. Yip and Adarax reconciling over.
Sorry, that's my dog. He's barking for.
Yip and Adarax reconciling, and then Mistral, Davina, Arios trying to help Polo pick up chicks.
No, Mistral is just eating popcorn, watching everything happen.
This is like the scene in A Knight's Tale when they're trying to teach Will.
You know, you guys are gonna hate me. I still have yet to actually watch A Knight's Tale for the first time.
Oh my god, man!
That's what we're doing the next time you come over, Evan.
I'll try and
I
find
don't know
it.
what a
You
Knight's
can
Tale
hit me
is.
all you like, cause you punch like a what?
All I know is that it's a movie about jousting and there's rock music.
Fucking great.
Really? Because didn't the
One
movie
of my favorites.
bomb or something?
Actually, I think it did really well.
Yeah,
It
I
just
thought
kind of
so.
went under the radar.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
A Knight's Tale.
A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger.
Oh,
You're with Heath Ledger.
Baby.
I don't know. But
All right. All right. So as you guys do your own thing, quite a few hours pass. It's now pretty much gone into the evening. The sun has touched the horizon, but it has not yet started to dip past the horizon. Your long rest has officially been completed, so you can finally activate that on your character sheets. You've all gotten like a hearty meal in you, or about as hearty as can be. These guys don't have a lot of supplies to go around, mostly because this is one of the slightly more neglected outposts, because it's meant more for observation and such. They don't really actually do anything here. So as you guys are done with your meals and such, and you recollect yourselves together, the lizard folk barbarian walks up to you. By the way, I'm assuming you guys all have your masks on because you guys are outside in the outpost, so the smell is assaulting you right now, but with the masks on, you're fine. The lizard folks walks up to you. He too is wearing your mask, and he goes like, "Okay, you're all ready?"
I too have a mask on.
Clearly, I'm.
I too have customized my map.
drool.
That's what you were doing when you were watching us teach Polo how to flirt. You were just drawing on your mat.
I mean, I suppose I'm ready for the mission, but for anything else,
Say that again?
I said for the mission, I'm probably ready, but for
Again.
Agree again.
He's ready for the mission, but not to flirt.
Okay.
yeah,
The lizard folk just kind of gives you a weird look like, dude, what the hell? We're in an outpost. We're fighting for our lives. What's this about flirting? He doesn't say that, but you see it in his expression. He
Wait,
just
I have
kind of rolls his eyes for a moment, and he turns around and he lumbers over to the edge of the fort walls of the outpost, and you see what looks. Oh, yes, yep.
Did they have like a bigger one so I can fit it around my beak?
They were able to get you an extra large.
Or do I have to get a plague doctor mask?
I was gonna say it's the plague doctor one.
No, they only have cloth masks, but you get like an extra large so that it can accommodate your beak just jutting out. So yeah, he takes you to the outside of the fort, to the fortress walls, and you see what looks like a really large sled with a propeller on the back.
Cool.
Rosebud.
And as he looks down, it was like, "Yep, this is my ride, Rosebud."
This is my new favorite character, the sled.
All right. Just take this sled due west. You'll hit the ruins. They're gonna look like a bunch of rocks just jutting out in the middle of the plains. They're pretty much impossible to miss. But it is gonna take you guys a while to get there. So, hop on.
All sit on it?
Yeah, it's a huge sled.
Okay.
Think of it like those giant propeller boats that they have in like the bayous in Florida and such. Except instead of a boat, it's a sled.
Awesome.
Got it.
All right. So what do you guys do? You getting on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all get on the sled. The lizard man kind of hops out onto the cockpit. And he goes like, seatbelts.
Click.
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 All right.
I didn't hear everybody click.
Buckle up for safety.
Atarax.
Ticket.
I clicked it.
Oh, you clicked? Okay.
I click it.
Click it or tick
I
it.
clicked that like button. I hit that bell.
Okay.
That follow button for those that are watching and not following or subscribe to Evan on YouTube. Why was that so hard for me to say? I don't know.
All right, so as you guys finally click in your seatbelts, the lizard folk basically presses a lever, pulls it, and then the sled just shoots forward. Like, you guys are going at high speed, and if it weren't for the masks, your lips would be just going like, ah!
Like jowls going.
Yeah, all of your jowls would be flapping in the breeze if it weren't for the masks. And even if it weren't for the masks, Yip would be fine because he doesn't have lips. He just has a solid beak.
His feathers are flying off, bro.
Yeah, Yip, you're losing a few feathers because you're going pretty fast.
Ludicrous speed.
As you guys
Go!
now, as you guys are just sledding at what feels like Mach 1, like across the plains, you notice that the sled itself has one of these staves with what looks like a silver beehive on the top of it, and it's just letting out this yellow gas, and you realize this is the source of that stench. This is what he's talking about. And he's taking it with him on this sled ride. I would like you all to make perception checks.
Perception.
Oh shit! Alrighty, let me see what that would. Perception. Oh,
I see nothing.
Go for it, Kara. I'm sorry.
I got a 7. I see nothing.
I got an 18.
I got a 20.
Is it a dirty 20?
Is it a dirty or a nat?
It's a dirty 20.
Okay.
It sounded like, is it a dirty or a nasty?
All right, so for those of you who rolled above 10, you can actually see off in the distance, like flanking at your sides, what looks like almost like lions, a couple tigers, and maybe some wolves. They're all following you. They're too far away to see if they still have the same infection, but while they're following you, they're still not actively getting closer. So whatever stench is coming out of the beehive devices, it's working. It's keeping the monsters away.
I go to the bag really nonchalantly so that the person that's driving the boat doesn't notice, and see if the orb is okay with the smell.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay, let me look at my modifier.
Carly, just keep the sheet open.
I'm sorry. I got a 16.
All right, so you succeed in the stealth. It was a DC of 10 anyway. This guy's focused on driving. So yeah, you ask how the orb is doing, and you just kind of hear, "Stinky."
Aww.
So much.
And I very, very quietly say, "Is this hurting you?"
No.
Okay. Okay. Oh wait, how's the? Can I tell if like, since the fox's axle's in the bag, can I see if like can I tell if he's like not doing too good?
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that because you can just look in your bag. And yeah, poor little Axel is just like pawing at his nose. He just cannot handle the stench right now.
I put like a little cloth over his nose, like here for now.
And he just kind of like curls up, just keeping the cloth on his nose.
Boy.
After you guys have been sledding for a while, you feel the sled actually start to slow down. And you see before you what looks like ruined stone pillars just jutting out of the earth. And what looks like a cave entrance that just kind of goes into the ground with stairs and such. Leah just posted a picture of the propeller sleds they have in FF10, and yeah, that's basically what they are.
Probably.
And you actually see, at the entrance of this cave, a second one of these sleds. As well as, like, another, like, perch staff of the Stinky Beehive just kind of holding guard at the entrance, keeping monsters at bay here. The lizard folk finally parking the sled at the entrance, lets you all get off, and he just says to you all, "I'll wait until sunrise. If you're not here by then, I'm leaving."
Cool!
Whatever, man. Okay.
All right.
You got it, dude.
All right,
You got
so
it,
what do you
dude.
guys do?
I get out of the thing, obviously.
You're all getting out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you all get out. You're all well rested. You got supplies. You got your new armor. All right, you guys enter the cave. Now this cave is a little bit different from the first one you went into. This one doesn't look so much like cave. This actually looks like ruins that used to be some kind of building. You see stairs. You see the walls and the floor are actually paved in a way. And you see what actually looks like very old carvings etched into the wall. Now, again, I would like you all to make perception checks.
All right.
16.
22.
You don't all have to tell me your rolls. Just let me know if you rolled a 15 or higher.
I did.
Okay, so those of you who raise your hand, as you guys are looking around these tunnels, you actually do see, faint, but not that faint. Okay, yeah, Polo as well. You actually do see footprints in like the dust and the mud of these ruins going into like down the steps and on the floor. And they don't look that fresh, but they do look pretty recent. Like 8 hours old at best.
All right.
I wonder if that's boss.
You descend the stairs and you walk through a doorway, and you see this huge cavern area that looks like some kind of antechamber for a temple, kind of like a lobby area for some place. As you guys are looking around, you see what looks like faint candlelight in like the far corner of the room, and you can see what looks like another person in there, like looking at the walls and like taking notes and sketching them.
I call out to him. Are you boss?
Yes, hello, friend.
All right.
Friends?
Who may I ask is calling for me?
Yes, my name is Davina. We're part, I'm with, Group D of the Grey Blades, and, we're sent to find you, and apparently you're gonna help us?
I, put out my hand and cast Dancing Light to better illuminate as I walk back to them.
Okay, yeah, the spell lights up the entire room, and you guys can all see quite a lot easier in here now.
Can I do an insight check for this guy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just because it's one of the things I'm good at. Well, you're new, so might as well, right?
The Wiggins. Does it give you the
Ah,
Wiggins?
god dang it. 9.
Yeah, you can't get a read on this guy.
What is the point of having a +5 on my insight?
That'll come in handy one day.
Yeah.
Can I do a visual investigation to see how I think of him?
That would be an insight check.
Fine, it'll be.
Can I make a perception check to see
I
how
got-
he is as a person? Insight check. Oh.
I got a 19.
Boz, are you legit?
Yes, I am Boz.
Yes.
As far
I
as
am
you know.
Haru.
Yes.
Yes, I am
And
Boz.
what does your character look like?
Ignore the body over there. I am Boz.
Those corpses those were there a while before I got here.
The one with the name tag that says Boz on it. Ignore.
He just quickly scratches it out. What?
Yeah.
No.
I
So
wasn't there.
how Boz is dressed, he has a his wizard cloak robe is kind of like a tannish, darker, like tan, sandish color. It kind of cuts off like right below the elbow, and you can notice on his you can see on his arms he has like hand and arm wrappings and bandages. As for how he his skin, he's a gray with a black black dreads running to like just below his ear. I'm trying to think, and his gray blades pendant is on his cloak.
Okay.
Other than that, for like his pants are like very like just commoner-esque, nothing like too flourishy. The most I guess gaudy thing about him probably would be the wizard cloak.
Super cool.
Okay.
So yeah, he seems pretty legit.
I guess you are who you say you are.
I appreciate you believing me.
Oh, we lost Polo. Oh, he's back.
My bad. I clicked something. My bad.
You're fine. You're fine.
Can we have Polo just blip out of existence for a moment, come back? Hold on, I hit something.
Blink, but invisible.
I thought I hit a text chat. I hit a call chat. My bad.
I proceeded to send out a couple more dancing lights like over them as well, so they have a full.
As you
so I
light
can get
up
a better look at them.
As you
Now
light
I
up
roll.
the area, you also light up your surroundings for all of you to get a better look at each other. You do actually light up the room around you as well, and you actually can now see in slightly better detail, like old carvings and script and such, and you can actually tell the script on these walls is common.
Oh shoot!
The rapper?
We can read.
No.
He's more of an actor now, but you know what I mean.
Hell yeah.
Now you can only really make out like letters and such, and not any complete words or sentences or something. Like the few word. Oh, something
What?
happened. Oh,
Party 100? What is that?
we got bits from It's Hobbs, like Twitch,
Oh, nice.
like Twitch bits. Thanks a lot,
Thanks
It's
for the
Hobbs. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for the bit.
By the way, for
Thank
those of
you.
you who don't know, It's Hobbs is my friend Kale.
Hi, Kale.
Thanks, Kale.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you.
This
Thanks
is
a
my
lot.
dance
Thanks a lot for
you.
the bits, dude. You're awesome.
Man.
So, as you dance the lights around in the surroundings, I'm not done yet, Carly. You can really just make out like a couple words or something along these walls, like people, safety, escape. Like that, like everything else is just kind of garbled gibberish because everything has just worn down from age and erosion and such. So you can't really make out much else. However, you can see that the ruins do keep going. There is like a tunnel further in.
Okay.
Yes, Carly.
What are bits?
I have no clue.
They're kind of like.
One bit. Yeah, 1 bit equals 1 cent. So this is money. It will.
It's $1.
It's $1.
You get $1.
Oh, they don't have 100 bits.
If you understand
got
basic currency math, you just get $1.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to make out some words in this place, though everything is very much worn down, but there is like a passageway that goes deeper in.
Never mind. I was just say, would I be able to like run my hand against the wall? Like,
You can certainly try. Like that
well,
one. That one
like
is going to
orb.
be a perception check.
Okay, that's gonna be cool. Like the orb, like if he can pick up or she can pick up anything too, like anything ornate.
That would still be a perception check.
No, I got a 2.
Oh no!
Yeah, that section of the wall that you brushed your hand on was just completely flat. You got nothing.
Who betrayed me? Who betrayed me out of the critical role people? It was frickin' Vex.
Was it you, Judas?
It was Vex. Goddamn Vex.
All right.
Wait, make it make a perception check. Let's not say I know. Let's say I assume.
So what are you guys gonna do?
What do I have written? What did I just write down in my book?
You're pretty much just doing that thing where you take parchment and you press it up against the wall and you're just rubbing like charcoal on it to get like etchings and such. You don't really have much of anything really, but this is still like valuable information for you.
Okay.
However, you are not really finding much of anything that leads you closer to what you are looking for. Which, by the way, do you want to talk about that?
What leads you here?
Yes. My apologies. We've been doing a lot of work. I'm been sent out here by the Grey Blades to look for an energy source of sorts. And I don't know what it's supposed to be for, but you know, duty calls.
Did they give you a description of this energy source?
Not. Just a treasure somewhere in these ruins.
Yeah.
What do they mean by an energy source?
That's all the information they gave me.
Now, Bass, you know this from what you've been told when you were originally given the mission. They were able to sense, like, there was some source of energy. They just don't know, like, precisely what it is, only that it's there. And you were basically tasked to, if you were unable to acquire it, just report it. And they could try to send other people here. So you're basically a scout here for this.
Hell yeah, it's a good thing I have sending. Convenient. Actually, I do recall. I was told that there is an energy source here, and if it is obtainable, to report back to them. But that's all my orders were.
Okay.
May I ask what you all are doing here?
We were here to just explore these ruins and report back to the Grey Blades and our finding.
May I roll insight?
Yeah, you can roll insight if you want.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's just gonna be a 10.
Okay, now, he failed his insight technically, so Yip, or whoever, you have a choice still whether to reveal the truth or not.
Not yet. Don't want to reveal it quite yet.
Okay. Boz, from your point of view, these people seem pretty trustworthy. Because they also have Grey Blade badges with them as well.
Right, of course, yes.
Perhaps I stole. I killed a Jedi and stole his gray blade.
I guess I'll have
You
to take
just
that
say
risk.
that out loud? Like,
No. No. Polo does not reference Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
I mean,
Well,
But
I was gonna say,
episode
while they're
2,
having
though,
that
that's a
conversation,
different
I'm just
story.
gonna walk
I
down
don't
the-
like sand. No.
It's coarse
Eat it.
and rough, and it gets everywhere.
Oh, no. Eden's just gonna keep walking down to see, like...
Okay, so Eden splits from the party and is now by
I'll,
herself.
I'll
not
follow
far enough,
after
like-
him.
I forgot. Do tieflings have dark vision?
Tieflings
Yes,
do
we
have
do.
dark vision.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I was wondering if I needed to send like a dancing light.
No, I'm not. I wasn't gonna go
No,
far. I
we
was
have
gonna go.
Sterling, so we all have dark vision.
I'm the only one that I think does.
Except Yip.
All right.
I can't. I'm but bird.
The bird
I
can't.
have one of my
Can I
dancing lights
cast
hover around.
light
Yep.
then?
I'm sorry?
Can I cast light?
You can if you want. Although he's already
cast
got his
light.
dancing lights out, so it's kind of redundant.
I'm sorry. I thought that when he said that it meant that it was gone. But never mind.
No.
No, dancing lights.
Because I can with dancing lights, I can split up my lights into I think 5 different. People are screaming outside my house. I'm sorry.
This
I
is
can split up
this
my
is a
lights.
story section. It's not.
Get on with it. No.
Get on with it. All right. So Eden.
Sorry.
So Eden, as you walk down the tunnels, you do feel a slight shudder inside the bag that holds the orb.
I immediately stop.
Okay,
What's wrong?
the orb is still shuddering right now. Not out of fear, but it is like some kind of like little anxiety.
Well,
Can I
was
do
gonna
an
say-
insight? Or go for it.
I was gonna say, as soon as I stop, I ask what's wrong, like to the orb. Obviously, enough to where.
Like, are you like holding the orb? Are you like actually gonna like touch the orb? Like, what are you doing?
Well, I would assume since it's in my backpack, I can like kind of communicate with it. But I'll have my hand in the bag. Be like, what's wrong, little one?
Okay, the moment you touch it, you get a flash of something in your vision. It only lasts for an instant, but you get a sudden image of what looks like a massive mob of people running through a corridor that looked just like this, and they all seem to be just in a panic. Like they are running for their lives. And you can kind of recognize the tunnel that they're running in as the tunnel that you are standing in right now. Except in the vision, the tunnel looked new. It looked modern. And then just like that, the vision's gone. And you're back inside, like, the dark, dank, ruined version of the tunnel.
Dang.
I go up to Eden because I'm assuming that I would notice this.
You
considering the
notice
fact-
her just kind of freeze for a moment.
Well, I go up to him and I say, "What's wrong? What happened?"
Lost for words, I like recount what I just saw.
I touched. Can I touch the orb and say?
Yeah.
Okay, you touch the orb, and unfortunately, you don't get the same vision. Like it's already happened.
It hit
But
different.
I ask it. I say, "Are you okay?"
The orb is just like nervous right now. It's just kind of shuddering, but it's not. It doesn't give off a vibe that it wants to leave.
The orb is always nervous.
It's a baby. Leave it alone.
It's a child.
Yeah, the orb is just nervous.
Their child.
Let me know when the orb isn't nervous anymore. That'll be
Do I
news.
notice this at all, or
I'm sorry?
do I notice this at all, or
You don't notice this because these people just kind of split off from the main party. They're just kind of doing their own thing right now.
Oops, but yay at the same time that I did this. I don't
Something
know
like that.
anymore.
But yeah, you do. According to the vision, like you were in the tunnel where you saw this mob of people. Basically, they were running like towards you through this tunnel in the other direction that you are facing.
Okay. Shit. So something happened here that made these people try and leave. It could be what's deeper in this cave.
You want to tell the rest of the group before? I mean, minus the new one.
Yeah. And I'll call everyone over.
I'm the new one.
Yes. New one. I like.
And I just look at him and I say, "I'm sorry. It's a team meeting thing. You wouldn't understand."
No worries. Take your time.
Okay, so
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, you all have a power huddle.
And
We have a powwow.
I once again
I continue like just looking at the walls just so I can give them their time to talk.
Yeah, you're continuing like your little pencil etchings.
I'll give them the information that I saw.
So yeah, Eden describes you the quick little insta vision that she just had. Is anyone gonna say anything?
Come on, guys.
So something happened here.
Yeah. It could be this power source that they're looking for. It could be something else. I don't know. Just something made these people leave.
This
They're
was
2 feet away. La la la.
This was where he directed us first, saying it was the best source. So it is possible this is where we're supposed to be.
Yeah. We might. I think we need to go further in to investigate what.
You have to go deeper.
But I'm Ching.
One more
We
level
have to go
down.
to the source.
All right, so are you guys gonna go down the hallway?
Sure.
All right. Okay. So all of you plus Boz, you're all walking down this hallway. It's a very straightforward hallway. You sense like more little etchings along the wall, but again, they're just so worn down that you can't really make out what they're saying. As you come out of the other end of this hallway, you once again come to this massive room that's even bigger than the first chamber that you were in. And you see like a giant wide set of stairs that go down. I would like you all to make another set of perception checks.
Alright. Here we go again.
Woo!
That's fine.
Come on, give me something good. 22!
Okay, who all rolled above 15? So everyone except Boz, Mistral, and Yip. Okay, so as you guys are now in this chamber, the design of this room actually seems slightly familiar. Not in a sense that you've been in a place like this before, but the design of it actually strikes you as something something you've all seen before. And you remember this giant hallway, this giant hall, the massive wide stairs that go up. This looks like an airship port.
Oh shit.
And for those of you who also rolled pretty darn high, the etchings in this room are just slightly clearer in this room than they were in...
How would we have had to roll for that?
I'm sorry?
How high would we have had to roll for that?
It's only for the people who rolled 15 or above.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like,
But you said pretty darn high.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was like 20 or above too. So
Yeah.
no, I'll say like I'll call that really high.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty darn high is like 15 for me. So yeah, in this room, you actually do make out a couple more words like etched into the walls. You make out words vessel, reflection, sacrifice. Everything.
Can I do an Arcana check? Or no? Yeah. Can I do an Arcana check?
You can certainly try.
Can I assist her?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I assist her? Can I assist her?
Yeah, I said yes.
Okay.
So that's a 17. That's a 13, so I got a 17.
There's no magic in this place.
Okay.
I was gonna say whoever has a high history, I would do that. But that's
Mine's +3.
That's
that-
+7.
Oh yeah, Atarax
So-
has a +7.
yeah, I would.
Interact
I
with
would
a
do
book
history.
nerd. I can see if I've read anything about this in my rooms and whatnot.
I'm helping him. So you
Okay,
get it.
so skill.
Roll twice.
How the thing I get to roll twice? Natural 20 plus 6, so 26.
It's a 26!
And the 26.
Woo!
The greatest
All right,
Did I-
Atarax, with your history, you can tell with the utmost confidence that you have absolutely zero clue what any of this stuff is. There is nothing that you can remember that takes into account what you are seeing right now.
Just been
I don't mean to
completely
beat it.
seen for eons, it must seem. I have no knowledge of this place.
Wait, Boz, say that again?
I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but can I try a religion check?
You can try.
Okay, that's not a good sign then. So no, I can take that back. Take that back. You can try. Never mind.
However, with that history check, I'm actually gonna let that compound with the perception check that you guys had. You recognize that the design of this place looks like some kind of airship port. The words that you can see etched into the walls, like vessel, sacrifice, and reflection. When I said like you all are confident that you have no idea what this is, I meant that. In all of your teachings of being taught like history and such, this is not mentioned at all. What you see in here is completely unknown.
Even like if he did a religion check? That's crazy. Okay.
At this time, then suddenly, you are all now for everyone involved except Boz here. All of a sudden, everyone in the party except Boz, you are all assaulted with another vision. Ah! And you see,
Raven Simone.
and you now all see not just the same vision that Eden had when she was in that hallway, but you now can all see an even bigger mob of people trying to, like, rush up the stairs, down the hallway, which you can actually see many other hallways next to it, but it looks like those ones have collapsed. They've all are now coming out of the antechamber out onto the surface, but the surface is different. It's not like grasslands or anything. It's actually some kind of giant steel platform. And you see them all getting on a whole bunch of smaller ships. And then as like your vision kind of pans up, you see what is quite possibly the most massive airship that you have ever seen in your life. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Alright.
So next session, Boss is going to stick around because we're still going to be in this setting. We are not done with this mission yet. So Boz, if you can stick around another session, that's going to be well appreciated.
Hell yeah, my guy.
Oh,
So Boz is a one-off character kind of thing.
he's one of our guest appearances, but that's
Okay.
not. But it's not to say that this won't be his only appearance.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of like repeat guests here. So again, Andrew, thank you so much for guest appearing this episode. I know your introduction went a little short, but be rest assured, next episode you're going to be here for the entire one.
Hi.
Woo!
Do we level up at all fighting those wyverns?
Nope, no leveling up here.
Damn it. Well,
All right, guys. So for
Two
everyone
levels
watching
to
us on
two
Twitch,
sessions.
thank you so much. I would like to give a special shout out to RitClan8836, Dana Rose 18, DerpDog96, Over PBJ number 2, and It's Hobbs for the 100 bits. Thank you all so much for following us. Thank you so much for joining our sessions. If you want to catch the previous episodes, you can watch them on my YouTube channel, which I link to in the description below the player here.
Go look for them.
We will let out an announcement of when the next episode is of Song of the Wilds. Until then, guys, see you later.
Bye.
Yeah.